simulator and get connected to vPilot or whatever other program you use and connect to VATSIM, the first thing we want to do is you want to file a flight plan.
All right, I'm running
So what you're
behind
going to do
schedule, so let me
is
give me a
basically
minute.
I gave you
Let me
most of the
figure.
information here.
Let me finish
You
setting
go
up.
into vPilot, right? You're
Here
going to connect,
is
and then you're going to hit flight plan.
the setup of what's going on.
And then basically I gave you all of the settings that you need to put into the flight plan, all of them here, right? So you're going to change your departure and destination airports. Your departure time is going to be that departure time that you have on the document that I just showed, and I can read it off to you if you need it. Your cruising speed, if you're in a Cessna, you can put like about 110 as your true airspeed, and make sure your cruising altitude, if you're in a Cessna or similar type aircraft, is 5,000 feet. You're going to put in the route into the route section, and then in the remarks say IFR Discovery Flight for the Pilot Club, and then you hit File Flight Plan. So flight plan for this is required because we're going IFR. The controllers always need to know what we're doing and where we are. So part of knowing what we're doing is filing a flight plan before your flight. For the Discovery group or anybody else, does anybody have any questions on filing a flight plan? Now's the time to ask since we have plenty of time before the Discovery
All right, just
group
finishing
heads
up some timers.
Any questions? Everybody's comfortable with that?
All right, I need to check out the audio layers,
all right.
levels.
So then the next thing you're going to do after you file your flight plan is we're going to have to talk. So basically for an IFR flight, we're always going to be in contact with some type of controller, right? So we're always going to be tuned to some frequency of a controller. So the first controller we're going to talk to is called clearance delivery. And what they're going to do is basically give us clearance for our IFR flight, meaning they're allowing us to do the IFR flight and they're aware of it. So again, in the briefing, I kind of, gave you the, the verbiage that you could use to talk to the clearance delivery. I don't think we have clearance delivery on, so you would actually contact the ground controller at Birmingham on 121.7 to request clearance delivery. And then what they're going to give you, you should say like, you could say Birmingham ground.
All right, so I remember Discord was a little loud last time.
1, 2, 3,
let me see if I can
IFR to Chattanooga.
Make sure that it's
and then what they're going to come back with
crazy
is
last time.
Clearance in the form of craft.
Because it had.
So C is for the clearance. They're going to tell
like
you
double.
basically what airport you clear to, which should be Chattanooga. R is going to be the route. So they're going to tell you all the series of waypoints that you should follow to get there. And
all right, so let me deafen them for a quick minute. Hey gang, how's it going? I apologize. Total ratchet beginning to this stream. I'm Tabletop Android. I am your friendly neighborhood aviation enthusiast. I'm a software engineer, a real estate agent, a father, a mother, a brother, all those things. Okay? I am everything to everyone. So tonight's flight is a little different. We are doing a mashup with in the Pilot Club between two of the series. We have the General Aviation Tuesday, which flies every Tuesday. We normally do VFR flights, visual flight rules. IFR only if the weather is terrible. And then we have the Discovery Flight series. They do a flight, I think, at least once a month, and it's geared towards introducing new pilots to talking to VATSIM, talking to ATC, doing some of the procedures. It's a really great program. So tonight, they're doing an IFR introduction, and the GA Tuesday group is going to tag along, and we're going to have lots. We have lots of VATSIM coverage, so it should be pretty exciting. Let me see if they're talking to me.
Questions so far?
Hey, Mike. Quick question. Just
Sure.
Okay. So I'm supposed to be taking off in 20 minutes, so I need to log in and get my stuff together. So I'm gonna leave the audio on so that you can hear them, but then I'm going to be looking into making sure that I am ready for my departure because I have a particular time. Actually, what is my time? Good question. Why is it that I didn't? Let me show you. Why is it that I don't know what my time is? So we started at 7 o'clock, which is like 20 minutes ago. Normally we start later, so I apologize for throwing everything off. So here is the ramp assignments. I am TPC 444, so 2339. Ramp 44, so I need to make sure that I'm at ramp 30. All right. So bear with me while I get myself together, but listen to these sweet tunes of our Discord server.
Directions on how to do that. So once I get out of the tower, they're going to tell me to switch over to departure. Right? So that departure controller is going to keep controlling me until I'm out of the departure area, and then they're going to tell me to switch over to a center controller, which is going to be Atlanta Center. So you're always going to be tuned to some type of controller during the whole IFR flight, which is very different than VFR. Right? So make sure you're always tuned to the correct controller. And I've kind of wrote this flight plan out that if you guys want to print it out or have it next to you, it basically tells you step by step for each phase of flight, what kind of what you need to do with the most important parts kind of.
All right, so I'm looking for the number for my plane because my fleet is growing.
And then once you start going the opposite direction, like when you start coming inbound for your destination
area,
which is going to be Chattanooga, right? What is? Let me ask a question to the group. What do you think is the first thing I should probably grab about 20 miles out from Chattanooga?
The weather.
The weather, right? So I'm going to tune to ATIS over at Chattanooga. I'm going to grab my ATIS information, right? And then I'm still going to be talking to my controller. And then what's going to happen here too as well, again, unlike VFR, is the controller is going to give me an assignment for what type of approach that we are going to do into Chattanooga. I don't think we know that in advance.
Oh, I hope this game doesn't crash on me.
A specific approach.
Oh, there's a new number. I was wondering why it
wasn't
switching. Hold on.
Right.
So I just got an update, and my
Chattanooga,
automatic switching isn't working because it's got a new automatic scene switcher. It's not working.
And basically look
Let's see if there's a way
approach to understand what you need to do. And this can get a little busy. So once we know kind of what our approaches are, I can walk you guys through it a little bit as we get closer.
But
basically,
it should hopefully replace. No, it did not replace. It just appended. So the last version was 130.12, and the new version is 131.2. So I need to remove the old.
So far?
Yeah.
All right, so let me see. I get Volanta, we got that one. Let's switch back to the game. Boom. All right, we're good. All right, so let's check out. I'm supposed to be taking off on runway 44, if I read right, or ramp 44. So let's do that. I have not done that before. That's pretty cool. Parking. So I'm just checking to see if there's actually anything besides parking. So it's parking 44, which a GA ramp. Go way down there. All right, sounds good. Now, to make things worse, because we're doing IFR, I am specifically going to do a night flight because I never usually get to fly at night. It's boring. It's boring on, well, I think it's boring on screen, but I do find it exciting because it's very challenging. So I'm going to do a night flight. If it is terrible, I would like you to speak up. Let me know that this night flight is not night bright, and you need to see outside. And I'll change it.
So we have a duplicate, is that right?
It's only
But for right now, I'm adding to the intensity, and I'm going to be filing an IFR flight at night.
It was me and...
Yeah, so you got...
Let me just verify.
Registered also?
I'm just checking to see if my microphone is still working.
When I first joined, I tried to get Club 12.
Microphone 1-1. Okay.
And then
I think we're okay.
you told me it was actually 12, so I don't know.
Yeah, so it may have been before we implemented the new system.
So what you're hearing, sorry, for those that actually let me go ahead and deafen this. So what you're hearing is the Pilot Club event that's happening on Tuesdays. I normally host GA Tuesday, so I wanted to start streaming that event so that you guys can get a kind of a behind the scenes of how our events are ran, what it's like to be in the Discord server while we are running these events. So the Pilot Club does a lot of group flights, and I think they have definitely been very instrumental to me, instrumental in fostering this passion that I have for aviation. Because I can fly with these guys and I talk to them all the time, it's just continuing to kindle this fire that I have for aviation. So it's been really great.
Do we actually have here? Give me one sec. Let me make sure we actually have everybody. Do me a favor if you guys could sound off when I call your name, just to make sure I have you, because it's annoying for me to switch screens. Do we have Pilot Club 1992 on here?
So I just did an update.
Pilot Club 59.
So I am
here.
hoping that everything works out like it's supposed to.
You guys might be muted. I don't see Pilot Club 59. Oh, yeah, Ryan, you're here, right? You're Pilot Club 59.
Okay, so it's going to get dark. So that is going to be that's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's try and get through this checklist because that's going to be something else.
I don't see him.
Hold on, I'm clicking on buttons
So
on my
if you
tablet.
can take,
It's not working.
if you want to take the 07 time, you can take the 07 time.
All right, so let's take a look at this checklist here. Pre-flight, pre-flight inspection.
Where's the link for that document there?
The Google Doc. I don't know if Elliot shared it with everybody.
Okay.
It's
The website. It's on the website.
Oh, it's on the website. Yeah. So if you guys, I'm sorry, if you guys want to go to pilotclub.org,
let me see here.
go to
So
dispatch.
make sure,
Right,
because
go to
my
the event
thing's acting
today,
funny.
which is 21st, GA
Well, let me
Tuesday
see if
flight,
my
and then
it's
just
just
click
it could be a
on,
coincidence.
ramp assignments. It'll bring up the document.
This bloody thing.
Yep. So I guess for the
So,
gentleman,
I'm gonna need it to work. Hold on.
SRD.
Let me open up.
Simic.
Let me open up my
That's the guy we
touch
did
portal.
get
Actually, let me
call
see if
sign.
I
If
can
you
show
want
it to
in
you.
Discovery
While I'm
Group, you
working
can
on
take
it.
the 07.
This button in
departure time.
camera is essential,
Sure, I'll take
It works.
and it wasn't working.
Yep.
So
Yep, no problem. Yeah, so
on
just do me a
camera
favor, just
mode,
don't
so
leave before your
cockpit
departure
mode.
time.
Yeah, it's in cockpit mode.
Does anybody have any
it should
questions
cycle,
about either the approach? So I think that probably the
and
hardest
it
part of these
doesn't seem to
IFR
be
flights for the
cycling.
Discovery Group
What
is
is
going to be the
so let's
approach
do-
or the
okay.
departure
Oh.
or the landing procedures. You guys have
that
any
actually-
questions on how that's
Okay,
supposed to go?
I can see why it's not cycling. So let me
Like,
try
how
and
do you do the
fix
Birmingham
that.
departure?
So let's go to external, internal, and then okay, now it's working. Okay, I was
So I'll walk
wrong
through it again
wrong
really
button
quickly.
states.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
pre-flight
say
inspection
tell me to
complete.
take off from
Seatbelts,
runway-
cabin doors, parking.
Which one is this?
Yes, emergency gear. Still need to take a look and
see
figure out what that does.
we have here.
All avionics in, so let's go ahead and do that. Yep,
So we got runways 18 and 36.
looking good there. Flaps are up. You know what? I actually need to
All right, so let's say
switch
they
out.
tell me to take off from runway
Sorry, I've got these
36, right?
these
So if I
knobs,
take off from
and I didn't
runway
switch them out. So I've been
36,
flying
which would be
the
this one.
what is that called?
My
It
initial
is
my initial heading should be 003. Does anybody know what the line underneath 1400 means from the Discovery Group? And you guys know what that means? If it says 1400 and there's a line under it, what does that mean?
Minimal height.
Right, so you got to be at 1400 or above, and then it's also telling us the top altitude for this departure
flaps up. Let me
procedure
see
is
here.
4,000. So most
Yep, so
likely what's
flaps
going
are
to
up.
happen
Good,
is
good, good.
the
We
controller is going
have
to tell you
oxygen.
what altitude to maintain. So they say
Oxygen's in the green, but it's just at the end. So
2,500 feet.
I think we're
So
okay.
you'll climb and
Avionics
do
are
that
off.
and follow the controller's directions.
That's the
And then
avionics
this
button.
is
Yes, you are
Is
off.
the first point that they're going to vector
Throttle
you to.
is closed.
So they're going to
Ooh,
vector
there's
you,
different.
meaning they're going to give you
What are
directions
the?
on how to get to
Need
that
to
point.
remember
And then from there,
what these are.
once you're at this Enrico
That's
point,
3.
then
This
you're
is
gonna
view
follow
number
the rest of
4.
the flight
Okay.
plan,
And then
which
so
was,
5 will show me this.
You're basically
Okay,
going
so
to
this
go
is
to,
closed.
GQO,
Propeller.
right?
IPM
GQO
hard.
is,
They want a full rich. Cow flaps are open. Where can we see the cow flaps?
Yeah,
Oh, you can see the cow flaps right there. So it's closed and it's open.
Is the VOR
Hardware works.
basically near
That's centered.
right? So you're going to fly right
And
when you're
just
at
verifying that.
then
So
you're going
this
to
is up,
basically go direct
D for
to
down,
the
and I think
V1.
0 for takeoff.
And then once you get closer to the
Okay,
airport,
alternate air is off.
basically
See
the controller is
where
going to tell you which
So
approach
pull
to
and
fly
release for alt air. So I
when
think
you're
this
at
is open,
Chattanooga, and
and
there's
so
a
I'm
bunch of
assuming
different
that this is
approaches
off.
that are available. Do you guys from the
Firewall
discovery
valve,
know how
that
to read
is
an
this one
approach
over
chart
here.
to kind of
So
understand
pull
what's
firewall
going
air
on?
control to close.
Has
So
any of you guys
pull
ever
to
looked at an approach
close.
chart before?
I have.
So
Yeah. Are you
we want
comfortable
to
with it?
landing gear is down.
Okay. So in this one, in this case,
All
right, this is
sub
the
panel
VR
switches are
approach.
off.
So if we're going to GQO, right, IAF is
Alright,
like your initial
taking a
approach
glance,
fix.
it looks
So
like
that's where
everything's
you're
in a
gonna
down
initially fly
position.
into. And then
So
this
it
is
is
telling
on.
you that you're going to be on the
Load meter,
R
primary.
radial, 152 radial.
There's a load
coming
meter.
in,
I'm going to set it to
GQO,
primary.
right?
Main
And then
breakers are
when you're
all
coming
in.
there's going to be altitude restrictions,
Right.
when you're coming in. So this
Doesn't
one
look like
you have
anything's
to be
popped out,
above
so we're good there.
3,300 feet. You're going to fly at
Alternate static
332
air.
degrees.
Where are you?
Then about
You are.
roughly 4.9 nautical miles out, you should be at 2,500 feet, right? And then you're going to follow the rest
Okay,
of the
we're just going to
approach,
leave that alone.
down into the landing. Right, and then you can also look at
CO
this chart
detector, let's test
here.
it. So I believe the test button
This
is
was
here.
runway 33.
So
You can
it
see this
lights
has
up,
the
we're
display
good to go.
threshold.
The
Runway 33
follow
is
way.
exactly,
What's up, buddy?
to
I'm
the
here to
left.
make
So
you
there
take
should be
off
lights that'll guide you in,
1.5 hours. Because you know I'll
having
sit here and talk to you.
support
I've got
this.
10 minutes.
Okay, so
Got
the
10
main
minutes
thing
to get
remember
myself
is the
together.
IAF, that's your initial approach fix.
Sorry, we
And
got
that's where
left.
you're supposed to basically
Beacon
start
light
the procedure
on.
from. And in this case, it's
Have I set it to my hardware?
It says right at the top of the chart.
I have. Oh yeah, beacon light is on. Let's set the
Whereas if they're
master.
giving you an ILS
Battery.
procedure,
Oh, battery.
the
We're
ILS
doing good. Bus
is,
volts. We're gonna skip these
is
bolts.
basically will give you
Enunciator.
horizontal guidance.
That
I'm sorry,
is
vertical guidance to go down and land.
because even the enunciators can fail.
So you'll catch an
So
ILS
let's
signal.
take a look.
Which
All the
shows
lights
your
seem to work.
localizer,
Hey, follow away.
right? So
You still hear Discord
frequency,
2x?
you have the,
Briefing.
the identification
Oh
code,
no.
and then that'll basically
So
give you your
I
ILS
listened to it
down to the
afterwards.
runway,
I was
and
watching the
your
video, and you are right. It was
there.
doubling, so it is
I'm
super
gonna shut
weird.
up now because I think
I don't
Mark,
know.
you guys should be starting to go with the GA group, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, your first person should be in. So I guess hit the GA group if you guys don't want to hear me yap. If you want to deafen me, that's fine, and I'll just stay on with the discovery group.
All right, so let me try this. I'm going to put the volume.
So any questions from the discovery group?
So I've adjusted the volume in my volume mixer. Let me know if that changes anything.
Casey, do you have anything to add that I missed?
And I've got 9 minutes.
Not really. I don't think so. It's just going to be a lot of procedural things that will. I think the heavy briefing controllers that be a lot of limitations.
All right, so
Yeah, when we see
primary alternator.
So yeah,
That
guys, that's a
is
good point. This is a discovery
this
flight.
one.
If you make a mistake,
Oh,
nobody's
I
going
have
to
not
crucify you. It's,
mixed
you know,
that.
we told the controllers beforehand, and this is the first time you guys have been doing
Standard.
IFR, so if you
Not
make a
really,
mistake,
but y'all
the controller
y'all
should
won't
be
talk to
patient
you.
with you, so
Too
don't
much.
worry about it. Do your best.
Standby
Like I said,
alternator,
if you
turn
have
that
any
bad boy
questions
on.
here,
Fuel
Casey's,
quantities
you know,
check,
this
man.
is
We're
life. He's
gonna go
actually
auxiliary
going for his
pump.
IFR,
Where's
check
the
ride pretty
auxiliary pump?
soon, so he's available as a resource to help. I can help out as
There it
well.
is. Set it
So
to
feel free
low.
to ask any questions here in the Discord.
Auxiliary pump
If you
audible.
guys get stuck on anything or need help with something.
I think we hear it.
Just
turn it
obviously
off.
try to give us a little bit of time. Don't ask us about how do you
what
do
is
your
this?
arrival, 2 minutes.
Gyro
Your
pump
arrival
on.
procedures when you're like 2 miles away from the airport.
I don't hear
Once you
anything.
find out if you need some help,
Gyro
you can
pump
just feel free to
illumination
ask us in the
illuminated.
Discord.
Is that
More than happy to help you out. But
standby?
have fun, learn
Is that
something,
standby?
And we'll see
I
how
guess.
it goes. Is everybody in the discovery group clear on their departure times?
Air
Everybody
instrument.
knows where they're leaving?
Air instrument is green.
Yep.
we
Everybody
need to
check
turn
out.
this off.
You're good.
All right, look at that. Now let's do a cold start. Oh yeah.
What's your
Focus on getting this thing.
12,
I'm working.
All
All right, mixture's already at full rich. Propeller is high. Throttle is now open. And then we're gonna do. Let's see.
And the other
Is there another?
You're in ramp 6.
They want me to do the fuel pump on high for 2 to 3 seconds. 2,
56.
3,
He's not here. You'll take his
4. All right.
So
fuel
Ryder,
flow.
take,
We're just gonna assume.
Take 42
All right,
56.
now half
7
inch.
minutes after the hour on ramp 64.
Let's get that starter engaged. Oh, this is the one that I was having trouble with.
Alright,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that'll
right.
work.
Let me see here. Where can I find it? Hold on, there we go. I had to hold it. Let me put my brakes on. Let me see. Is it maybe that you are capturing Discord itself and then also you're capturing what you hear? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. What if I turned on Discord more? So here it's at 5.
Cool. Anybody have you guys
How about now?
Good? If you want to practice anything,
All right.
or if you have any questions,
Clear
about
prompt.
ACC communication,
We're gonna clear the prompt.
Time to ask before we jump in the sim. Yeah, Casey's more than happy to help. And so am I.
All right, I had to hold it down last time, which is what I did not do.
All right. Shut up
All right, so let me see. I forgot to clear the prompt.
Have some fun.
Womp womp womp. Okay, let's set RPM to. Where's my RPM? RPM gauge. RPM gauge. There you are. Let's set you to 1,000.
Yeah, sorry, Mike.
Nothing yet. We'll resolve later. We'll do this later. All right, sounds good.
I forgot to mention too, in case you
All right, engine hot start. After starting, so let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this. I'm gonna skip some steps here because my time's coming up, and I still don't have stuff in my avionics just yet. It's crazy. Alright, so, actually, holy moly, I didn't even log in to VATSIM. This is wild. This is what happens. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me show you my desktop. This is what happens when you come home from work and you don't have this stuff set up. Okay, TPC 444. This is BE36, I believe. Yeah, it is.
Okay, go ahead and hop down a flight.
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
I'll pull you down. I'll pull you guys down.
Now they want a flight plan. I'm gonna have to copy and paste because
Want a co-pilot from
so here is the flight crew or flight plan for GA. I'm gonna copy and paste from what I have done here. I would love to talk about it, but we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So here,
I have
KTYS,
some issues with my
IFR, C,
I don't know if I can
E
start
something
the
another,
now.
boom.
So,
I do know that my departure time is 23:39. Hopefully this will be less than an hour, but we'll just say an hour. I'm gonna say 1:38, and I don't know what my. Now you don't hear 2x Discord.
I'm trying to fix it. So
Ooh,
if someone else wants to
you
do
may
it,
have fixed it.
fine. Otherwise we'll just
All right,
carry
we are
this up
operated
and
by the pilotclub.org.
Anybody else want to tag along? I'll be your co-pilot.
All right, so cruising altitude. I need to figure that out. Let's do this. That's KLZU, so that is not the one that I want. Oh, you can't even see it. This is Navigraph.
Okay. What do you
Nope.
find?
Is this Navigraph? I don't know the name of these things anymore.
772.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Navigraph.
Steam
All right.
gauge or
No.
last cockpit?
Planes.
G1000.
Try this again.
And you have your controls installed?
Oh wait, what is going on? Oh, there it is. It's acting slow. Okay, so I am a little scared because I don't know what's going to happen with this computer if this is already acting slow. Okay, so right. So I am looking for IFR. Let's go with the IFR chart. We're doing low. Let's see what this. So this one, flight level, this is 3,000 down at the bottom. They want you higher than 3,000. So higher than 3,100. Sorry, yeah, 3,100. So we'll go with. Let's go with like 30. Let's go with 32. Let's go with 3,200. Where is this thing here? Let's take a look at this desktop. So 32. Nope. 200. Actually, nope. They want They want even. They want whole numbers.
It should say your controls.
So
may
let's
share
go
cockpit
with
experience.
no, but when you have the profile or that switch, it captures twice.
Yeah, basically
The
all you do is
profile
just, it has,
or
I
the
think it comes with an installer
switch on
program. It takes a few
MSFF.
seconds.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and file. Okay,
Yeah,
we
it
have
says
K.
share
I
cockpit
didn't even check
experience, that's
ATIS,
the
so
program.
let's check out
And then
approach.
basically, we just have
Approach
to
is
spawn
1,
it
2,
into the
3.
We have to
Yeah,
spawn
I
one into
found
the
it
same
already, I think.
What's that?
I
Uh,
found it already. I found it repository. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
my checkpoint will work, but I'm figuring
right,
that out.
let's do that. Let's put that on standby. And we'll take a look at our comms right now. We're looking for 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 9, 0. Here we go. Approach.
Do you need a session?
Approach is on. 39.
Yeah, so the way this is going to work is...
All right, and I'm going to mute them because I'm going to need to start talking.
So when
So let me get my OneNote open, and while I'm doing that,
Uh,
this is
and then this
this is the worst start ever. Enter, enter. All right, this is so rushed. So in real life, boys and girls, don't do this. Be prepared.
Papa 73, lights are 121.2.
No, no. Now I'm messing up. Okay.
Contact tower 1212, 1 hour is complete, pilot 73.
Okay, so where am I going? I'm going to CHA, which is also Lavelle. Lavelle. Okay. This is... What is this airport? This is McGee. McGee? McGee approach, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444, requesting IFR clearance to Lavelle.
Club 444, Knoxville departure cleared to the Chattanooga airport. The red director, correction, Knoxville 7 departure, red director 6 rows, maintain 4,000, departure 123.9, squawk 4765.
All right. Okay, I did catch that I have cleared to Chattanooga, and that I should maintain 4,000. Squawk code 4765, and I believe it's Knoxville 7 departure.
444 from Knoxville 7 departure. Your departure frequency is 123.9. Readback is correct. Contact ground 0.9 ready to taxi.
All right, copy that. We'll contact ground. Pilot Club 444. Thank you. Okay, so. I was able to pretend like I was prepared. Alright, so here is the, let's put in our squawk 4765, and sometimes this dyslexia hits hard. Alright, cool. So we need to mess around with the interior, with the lights. Ooh, it's hot in here. Let's open up this window. Oh my god, it's loud in here. Okay, where are the lights? Where are the lights? I'm familiar with this light. Oh.
Squawk 34001, Knoxville ground, runway 5 right back to the Alpha.
We've got those lights, but that's not the only lights. Let me see. Those are something else. Floodlights and panel lights. There we go. Oh yeah, that was easy. Oh, look at that. Now we're cooking. No, but oh no, that was already established. Okay, so the air conditioning, the internal temperature, how do I mess with that? Is there an AC? Because my guys are hot.
Club 989, Knoxville ground, runway 5
Let's
right
do
back
nav while
to
we're
the
here.
Alpha.
Let's do taxi. Vent blower. Is that the vent blower? Aft cabin. So we don't want the heat. I must defrost. Nope. But we can do the aft cabin. I guess we can do this one. Is that it? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna contact ground, which is 123. Wait, where's ground? 1239er. Oh, that's approach. Oh, that's who I'm on with right now. Okay, so let's put in our flight plan because we're going to need to do we can only pretend for so long. So let me take a look at. Let me just move this, and we'll just put in some routes here. So this is. Crap.
Takeoff 341, contact tower 121.2, it's round complete.
So Knoxville 7. Okay, so let's put in Gross, because Gross is one of the waypoints. So there's not a lot of waypoints, is a good thing. We've got Gross, and then we've got GQ.
Knoxville approach, Pilot Club 36, request IFR to Chattanooga with information hotel.
There.
Takeoff
Okay.
36, Knoxville departure,
Okay.
cleared to the Chattanooga
So now we're
airport
gonna
via
do.
Knoxville
Now we're
Southern
gonna do our
Archer,
departure.
directors Groves, then at top.
Here's the departure.
Maintain
Where is
6,000,
the departure?
Departure 123.9.
No departure.
5252.
Okay. All right. It's fine. No need for no need for a departure. We will take a look at our stuff and
There's the
work.
Chattanooga via the Knoxville
Let's
7 departure.
let's work with what we got.
Gross, then as filed, maintain 6,000.
4,000. So let's do this.
5252. Pilot Club 36.
You know what? I haven't messed with the autopilot, so let's hope it works.
123.9er, readback is correct. Contact ground point 9er when ready. Thanks.
All right.
Ground point 9er when ready to taxi. Pilot Club 36.
All right. So let's go ahead and contact ground. Knoxville ground. Pilot Club 444. Ready to taxi. I'm really not ready to taxi, but.
Pilot Club 73, runway correction. Knoxville tower, runway 5 right, clear to take up.
Runway 5. Oh, I didn't even
Runway
look.
contact.
That's correct. That is Pilot Club 444, Beechcraft.
Pilot Club 444, Knoxville departure. You said you want IFR or tax?
Taxi, and we have an IFR flight.
444, roger. Runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha, monitor ground point 9er.
Runway 5 right via Alpha. Pilot Club 444. Okay, where is 5? So 5. So let's take a quick look. So here is 5 right. So we're gonna go all the way down. So we're gonna make a right, and then just follow Alpha all the way down. All right, sounds good. Now 5 is 051. So let's go ahead and set our heading bug. Where's the heading bug? To 05, which is here. That's 5, so that's 51 hopefully. And I'm hoping that we're gonna, yeah, so I want us to fly. I want us to fly heading. All right. Let's do it, guys. There's no time like the present. We're not doing any checkups or any run-ups, I mean.
And I want to do Sierra Zulu. What's that altitude one more time?
Uh-oh. So this is a problem that I had before.
112 Sierra Zulu, maintain VFR at or below.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's get it to push us back.
It's not working right now. It's gonna be 2610.
Let's get it to push us back. We didn't even check our plane. This is the most rushed flight in all of history. Let's check out our elevator.
For 123.9 and your readback is correct by ground ready to attack.
All right, looking great, looking great. Nope. Okay. Can I get further in?
73, contact pressure.
All right. Stop the pushback.
39.
Stop pushing me.
Knoxville departure, Park Club 73, climbing through 1900.
Pilot 73, Knoxville departure, radar contact. Proceed direct, left turn direct to Groves, climbing.
All right. So I'm having just.
Maintain 6,000, left turn direct, Groves, Pilot Club 73.
Oh, how's the audio for VATSIM? Because it is blaring in my head. Which is kind of what I wanted. So let me see here. Oh, this thing is so sensitive.
Pilot 341, Knoxville Tower, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
It's quite fine and a little loud. Okay, thank you, sir. I will try and make an adjustment as soon as, you see here. Is there any incursions happening? Nope. I'm on Alpha. Okay, so what I'm getting with the Beechcraft is that it doesn't have a very strong turning radius when you're going slow.
Knoxville departure, Runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha, behind the Bonanza, to your right to the left, monitor ground point out.
Alright, I've turned V-pilot down a little bit. Oh, you know what we need to brief ourselves on is the bloody departure.
20 Zulu, monitor ground point out.
Let's see here. Runway, nope. Why doesn't it have... Knoxville 7. Yes. Show me the departure. There's the SID. Let's take a look at it.
Pop up 989, Knoxville Tower, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, so we're taking off runway 5, so vectors...
Pop up 36, Knoxville ground, runway 5 right, taxi Alpha.
For the capture profile you have when in the game, what audio are you capturing? You are both capturing MSF and VPilot. Might also Discord be part of that list. Yeah, so I have everything piped through my headset as my...
341 contact first.
Here, here's my... Oh no, you can't see it. Here. Yeah, so here's my sound mixer. I've got everything piped through my Velocity 1, which is the yoke, but I have my headset piped into there. So everything is... All the output devices should be coming through this one thing.
Departure radar contact. Turn right turn heading 260 to join Victor 150, maintain 10,000.
Why is this? Okay, there it is. That's a little better. I'm just theorizing. I appreciate the theories. Alright, why... Is this... That's not the runway already. Okay, it's a different color. It threw me off. Okay, there it is. We're continuing on Alpha. You know what? I need to turn on my landing lights too because I can't see the road. Landing. Supposed to turn.
Contact departure.
You need to turn on as many lights as possible.
Pop 444, contact the tower on 121.2 around complete.
121.2, pilot code 444.
Here's 20 Zulu tower when complete.
Where is tower? 121. I don't see tower. I wonder if it's hidden. 121.2. He said 121.2. Did you hear 121.2?
989 Knoxville departure, radar contact.
All right.
Is flight present heading Monday.
So 121.2.
Maintain 4,000.
121. So I'm switching over to there. Let's see if it did it pick up anything. It does have tower.
Sears 20 Zulu and advise tower 121.2.
So it's not in VPilot. It's not showing up in VPilot, so it's like a secret channel. Is this a real plane?
599 cleared, left turn, direct to Gross.
Alright, he did turn on his light, so he must be a real person. I didn't pay attention. You're not a good poke. Oh no, we're gonna have to work on that.
Takeoff 36, contact tower 121.2, complete.
Alright, we're finally here. 5 right. And it's saying we can do our run-up. If only we were really going to do that. Okay. So let's put on our brakes. Let me see here. We have the heading. We're going to try and turn on autopilot as soon as that happens. I'll need to figure out how to climb properly. Let me see here. Let's put down our flaps. We've got all the lights on.
Gap 268, Knoxville.
What exactly? Oh, we got 60 degrees, so we're doing good there. I think during takeoff, they usually want us to like keep all the air in.
Gap 268, Knoxville.
What is the temperature outside? It's pretty high, so we don't need a static. Knoxville Tower, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 holding short, runway 5 right.
Pilot Club 444 Knoxville Tower, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 5 right, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so let's do it. Let's do it, guys. And we're supposed to maintain 5,000, so it is a beautiful night. So yeah, so I'm using my rudder to try and turn, but this thing is not turning, so it's almost like it needs more speed in order for me to turn. Okay, so things look clear. All right, and let's crank it, but not all the way up. So I think I'm pushing the brakes too much. All right, what is the roll speed on this plane? I haven't learned that yet. Let's go with 90.
Cap 260, got your
Nose is up. All right, we're looking good. I'm already pushing on the brakes.
Correction, Cap 268 cleared to the Peachtree Cab Airport near Red Vectors to Highlands, which is Hotel Lima, November Delta Sierra. Join the Buckhead 3 arrival. Maintain.
I'm hearing some sounds that I don't like.
Expect 8,000 once you're best after departure. Departure 123.
Okay, I'm gonna put up the. It almost sounds like I don't have enough power. It's almost like the engine is sputtering. And that would suck if it was. Let's put up the flaps. And we're supposed to climb to 4,000, so let's get to climbing.
444, contact departure.
444 will contact departure. Where's departure?
Lima, VFR altitude is your discretion.
123.9.
Enter base runway 5 right.
Okay.
Enter that base runway 5 right.
Knoxville departure, Pilot Club 444 at 2,000, climbing to 4,000.
Pilot Club 444, Knoxville departure, radar contact, clear to left turn direct to Grove.
Left turn direct to Gross, Pilot Club 444.
060 Zulu, right turn on course approved, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Mixture, yes. Usually after 3,000 feet. You know what's funny? I didn't even do my barometer check. I'm actually at my pressure altitude's actually higher than I thought it was. But after 3,000 is when you start messing with your mixture. So directly to Gross. So 3,000. I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna pull back my mixture a little bit. I can hear the engine roaring a little more. Let me start using the trim to control my
36 Knoxville Tower, runway 5 right,
my pitch. You know what? Because this plane can brake, let me at least do that. Okay. And let's go ahead and turn off landing and taxi lights. We do not need that in the air. I did not turn on my strobe though. Uh-oh. I'm a bad boy. The Bonanza engine sounds normal. Okay, so 4,000's coming up.
60 Zulu, contact departure.
So he said direct to Gross. So this is something that I don't normally do. So I need to like activate this leg if it's already activated. Okay, so that is.
There's 1120 Zulu, Knoxville departure, radar contact.
Going above 4,000. Let's get back down.
Takeoff 1496, contact Chattanooga approach 125.1.
Over to Chattanooga, 25.1.
All right, let me try and get back to 4,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this plane wants to climb. All right. So now let's go ahead and I'm gonna set this to nav, autopilot, and
Takeoff 36, runway 5
and I
right,
need altitude hold. Okay, which we already have.
and gap 268 still up.
Or press direct to,
268
right?
as well as your reroute, just
Let me see what's going on here.
departure, redirect to Island.
So we are headed directly to Gross right now.
From Cap 268, it's going to be the Knoxville 7
highlight.
departure, redirect to Island.
So it's 19 nautical miles. Okay. Now let's turn on weather.
Be back there.
Go ahead and test it first. Let me see here. This is set to GPS. Okay, so we should be okay. Let's get back down here. Let's just make sure. That seems to be working, so let's turn it on. I'm curious about the engine. I'm curious about failures. I wouldn't know if there was a failure, so I'll hold off on that. Let's just see what we got going on right now.
Club 36, contact approach.
Okay, so this is there's not a lot of photos that's going to be taken. It's nighttime.
Departure, Pilot Club 36, climbing through 1,500 for 6,000.
All right, let's
36 Knoxville departure, radar contact.
let's turn back on.
Let's
Let's turn back on Discord and see if it's a mess.
So my call sign is going to be TCC 1079.
Okay, so is there anything else that I needed to do down here? I don't know. I don't think so. The temperature.
36 cleared left turn direct to Grove.
So we'll put the pitot heat on.
Turn direct to Gross, Pilot Club 36.
If I can find the pitot heat. Pitot heat. Ice a mess. All right. Oh wait, you can still hear the double? Oh man. 50 degrees inside of this airplane. Let's open up some heat. Cabin heat. Let's pull it up just a little bit. Where are we speed-wise? 140 knots. So let's climb back a little bit here, because this is supposed to be a GA flight. So let's not get too crazy here. Oh, and darn it, in this plane I've got the free version, so I don't have access to the traffic module. I'm probably gonna have to buy this soon, sooner or later. So I guess I'll just need to use my eyes. Okay, I see two blinks in front of me. I don't know if you can see them. There's one over there, and there's one down the bottom.
Runway 5 right, taxi via.
Alright, so we are at 4,000. We're doing 127 knots.
Runway 5 left to Golf.
Okay, things are looking okay. Things are good there. We've got 58 degrees internal. Let's turn on the vent.
Contact tower 121, correction, monitor tower 121.2.
The blower. Let's turn on. Oh, so that's the AC. So the AC is on. Is the AC only cold air? Nope. Okay, good. So hopefully because I have the cabin heat going, that the AC is helping to increase the temperature. All right, we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Okay, while that's happening, let me check my messages. There was one not valid about the flight. Other than that, looks good.
Diamond 3 Alpha Lima, wind calm, runway 5 right, clear to land.
How's Mark?
Runway 5 right, clear.
Like they fly.
No, 403 Alpha Lima, contact tower 11.2.
What's the frequency again?
403 Alpha Lima.
I was chatting with somebody in Discord. I was hoping that we could fly together tonight, but everything got all discombobulated. Okay, so let's check this out. This flight here, taking us down to GQ. So we've got Gross, and then from Gross we're going to, let me take that off. From Gross we're going to continue to follow the airway Victor 115 down to GQ.
Oh. 341, contact Chattanooga 125.1.
Why is this thing? Let me unpin this. I think that was a different flight. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the weather information and see what's going on with our destination. So we've got 150. Let's take a look at their chart. 150 at 6 knots. So 150. So here goes 150. But here's the funny thing, is that there's none of this fancy stuff over here. So I think the only radar they have is 20. Nope, 20 and 2. So we're gonna end up probably taking 20 because we want the ILS. Let me see here. Nothing super special. So now let's take a look at the approach. So we've got runway 2, 15. Oh, there is an RNAV for 15. Maybe we can take that. Neat. Let's hold on to that one, but for 20, let's go ahead and take the ILS just in case.
F260, Roger. Continue all the way down on Bravo, hold short of 5 right at Tango.
Alright, so we've got 5.3 until we get to Gross.
5 Club 73, contact Chattanooga 125.1.
5-1, then we have 54 miles.
125.1, Power Club 73, thanks, see ya.
So I think once we pass this, we got 54 miles. Let's go ahead and kick it into high gear a little bit. Yeah, so, okay, so there's some...
444, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, same direction, Skyhacker 4000 for traffic inside.
Knoxville approach, I do have the traffic in sight, Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 444, maintain visual separation.
Roger. Wilco. Okay, we're 4,000 feet, so how do I do this EGT? So I'm going to look at this EGT down here, I'm going to lean the mixture some more and see if it goes up, and then as soon as it comes down, alright, then I'm supposedly leaned at max. So what is my fuel, where's my fuel flow? There it is. So we're only burning maybe 7? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we're burning about 7.2 gallons per hour. Going, what's our ground speed? 118. We're gonna pick that up soon. Oh, you know what? I do have tracking here with the GNS 430. Totally forgot about that. Let's see if I can change that. Okay, so we'll use this for tracking. Same altitude. So there's a plane in front of us that has the same altitude. Yeah, neat. I think that's what he was trying to tell us. Message and waypoint. Let's take a look at the message. Waypoint gross. Thank you very much for that. Weather seems great. I think everything seems great. I think we're great.
1120 Zulu, contact Atlanta Center 125.57. Good night.
So I'm interested. I haven't taken the time to look at what our traffic looks like. Oh snap! Wait, I need to do some admin stuff. Let me take a picture of. Let me take a picture of this group here. So I need to take screenshots of the attendance. Okay, and then I need to open VATSPI. Let me see if I can show VATSPI. VATSPI, where are you? There you are, VATSPI. Wonderful VATSPI. It is loading properly, so it is great. So here we got the filtered. That's not it. Alright, so we have that. Okay, we're looking good.
403 Alpha, Lima, contact Alpha.
Let's see what's going on. So we've got approach on this side. We have another approach.
268. I'm like 5 right.
Then we have ground.
Yeah, 3 Alpha Lima, correction, taxi Alpha to the.
Alright, so looking good. Alright, for those that have just come in, I'm hosting GA Tuesday with the Pilot Club, General Aviation Tuesday, but what makes this one different is that we are doing a mashup, an IFR mashup with our Discovery flight. I was going to say regimen. Our Discovery flight session, season? No, flight? Series. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Our Discovery Flight series. So the Pilot Club has, I'm just making some adjustments to the head camera. So we have a Discovery Flight series that runs once a month, and it takes new pilots and take them through some of the process of interacting with ATC. I think they do a great job. It's really fun. So tonight we're doing IFR. Because we're doing IFR, I'm also doing a night flight, because, you know, night flights, I don't think night flights are exciting for the viewers because there's really not much to see. So if this night, if you're not digging the night scene, then we can go ahead and turn on the sun. Let me know, and I'll change it. But I wanted to up the ante a little bit there, and or up the stakes and fly this at night. Kind of have to make sure that I get the RNAV or make sure that I get the ILS. All right, so let's take a look at the approach. The approach that we were thinking is 15 RNAV.
36 Juliet Victor, non-full approach, hello, turn 50 degrees left, you said to maintain 9 or 1,000.
So there goes boops.
And the altimeter 30.
And let's go ahead and load the approach.
Turning 15 degrees to the left and down to 9 or 1,000.
Let me see here. Let me see what that looks like. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay. So there goes boops. I didn't tell them boops. I told them darn it, I told them GQO. Knoxville approach, Pilot Club 444. I was wondering if I could amend my flight plan instead of GQO to take boops for a different approach in.
444, that's the approach on the national frequency requested.
Okay, copy that. I'll make the call with the next approach. Pilot Club 444. Okay, so I want to make an amendment. So I originally told them I wanted to go to this VOR or this VORTAC over here, and then get to CHA. But based off of this, well, actually, you know what? Ha ha ha. Let's see if there's actually a different transition that I can make. Oh, there's GQO. There's GQO. There's GQO, but that doesn't make sense. I'd have to fly over and all that other stuff. Let's do this one. This one's that one's more fun. This actually gives us something different to try. I haven't tried to amend my flight plan before. Mid-air. Okay, so is there an intensity for these lights, or is that it?
Pilot 989, contact Chattanooga 125.1.
Alright, so UTC time, let's select that. That's local time 2013, which is correct. And then estimated. Oh, cause I pushed on that. Yeah. I guess, can I reset? I'm holding it. Okay, I did reset it.
And what's the content of the aircraft?
Alright, so we're going to try something. During the landing process or phase of this flight, we're going to use the predict command. And whoever wins the predict command will get 50 points. So Streamlabs has a, what do they call that? A loyalty program? I'm trying to figure out like what I can do with it. So you guys do get points just for watching, just like Twitch points. But I can actually add and take away points through Streamlabs. So I would like to play a little mini game, and for you guys. 125.1, Pilot Club 444. 125.1. Yes, 125. Let's do that. Do that in here. 125.1. Okay, so let me get my...
Club 73, cross Lipke at or above 4,100, cleared RNAV runway 15 approach. Cross Lipke at or above 4,100, cleared for the RNAV 15 approach, Pilot Club 73.
And I would want to talk about my new plan.
Pilot Club 341, traffic up your left side, now that's Cessna 172, 3,200, they're looking for you.
Chattanooga approach. Let me see if they respond.
Pilot Club 14960, you have that traffic in sight?
We are looking. Pilot Club 14960.
14960, that traffic is now 12 o'clock. Be a turn to the west a little bit. And traffic is around your 1 o'clock and about 2 miles westbound, still at 3,000.
Alright, so we're going to push this a little bit.
We're still looking for the traffic. Pilot Club 14960.
Chattanooga approach, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 at 4,000.
Pilot Club 444, Chattanooga approach, direct boost. Pilot Club 444, direct boost.
Direct boops, Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 1496, follow that traffic.
Follow the traffic.
Alright, so that was easy. Let's go to direct boops. Boops, boops, boops. Oh, we can't activate the leg. Oh, wait. So, nope. Here, let's go ahead and activate the approach.
989, clear direct boops, cross boops, at
There
about
we go.
3,300,
I
clear
think.
ILS, runway 20,
There we go.
approach
Boops. Boops. Direct to boops. It's working! We didn't do anything, but it's working! Okay, so let's also pay attention to this. We have a plane at our, what is that, 11 o'clock? Same altitude as us, so I see it over there. Well, I see blinking lights over there. So I don't think that's the one. But I don't see another plane. I do see something over here. That could be it.
Club 444, you want the ILS 20, correct?
Could I get... yeah, and I'm sorry, could I get the RNAV 15?
Club 444, expected. Club 99, cancel approach, clearance, turn left heading 160. And Club 99, maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, Pilot Club 444.
That's for Pilot Club 989. Pilot Club 989, maintain 4,000.
Oh, whoops. I'm just so eager.
Pilot Club 989, clear direct Dubs, cross Dubs at or above 3,300. Cleared ILS, runway 20, approach straight in.
Alright.
And Pilot Club 99, Dubs at or above 3,300, cleared ILS 20, approach straight in.
Okay, so now that I have all this light, let me see all that inside light needed. What do you think? Should we keep the cabin light on?
Pilot Club 36, Chattanooga, approach left Chattanooga, altimeter 3026, they approach request.
Hey, look at that. We are doing our ground speed, our intended ground speed. So that's 21, 2, 3, roughly 23 RPMs. Fuel flow just went up to 9. I guess that's best we can do.
Pilot Club 444, turn 20 degrees right back for traffic. Traffic is 10 o'clock and 3.5 miles westbound Cessna 172, turning southbound momentarily.
Turn right 20 degrees, Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 99, medium that's southbound.
So 270, so that's 1 and that's 2. So now let's switch it to heading mode. Oh
Pilot
man.
Club 341, wind 1406, runway 20, clear to land.
There's 2, so I'm being vectored.
Pilot Club 1496, wind 1406, runway 20, clear to land, number 2.
So I don't see the other I don't see the other traffic in front of me. I do see it in here, and it's 2 miles to my 9. I don't see it out here. So either he doesn't have his lights on, or it's just a glitch.
Once again.
Clear, clear direct boops. Pilot Club 444.
And the traffic is no factor now.
Copy that. Alright, let's switch to nav. Let's see, will it turn me? Will it turn me? It is turning me. I like it. Traffic is not a factor, yet I see this thing over here, so something's going on. Ooh, bless me. Okay, so what do you guys think? Should I have taken the option of ILS 20, or should I have stuck with my original plan of RNAV 15?
Pilot Club 99, verify your direct Dubs, that's Delta Uniform Bravo Bravo Sierra. Pilot Club 99, roger. Do you want the approach clearance from Daisy?
Alright, we've got 73 degrees inside the cabin, so that is not bad. Ooh, I can't see.
Pilot Club 99, cancel approach clearance, fly present heading and maintain 4,000.
Alright, so let's put the cab heat just a little bit in. I do have the AC on, I do. It's blowing on low, okay. Alright, let me take a look at chat or Discord. Everyone seems to be muted or deafened, so they are dealing with their own issues. All right, and I am still streaming. Nothing's gone awry just yet, so that is always nice to see. You know what I forgot to do? Oh no, I wanted to play the music. I wanted to play my music. Because that's the
36 is take the ILS runway 20.
Alright, so what am I gonna say? So let me try and make sure that the volume's not not gonna blow your eardrums out. This is where is I guess it won't show up until it starts playing.
Club 444, did you get an approach clearance yet?
Negative.
Club 444, roger. Club 444 crosses boost at or above 4,200, cleared RNAV runway 15 approach.
Cleared boops at or above 4,200, clear for runway 15 RNAV. Pilot Club 444. Alright, so let's get up to at or above, so let's go to like 40.
And Pilot Club 444 for now, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb and maintain 5,000, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so let's do that. And how do we climb? So we're going to take Alt off, and we're going to, I guess, this.
Club 99, expect vectors to final approach force.
I don't think I know how to use this. So this is nav, this is approach. That is the field director. Want us to go up? Is it actually going up? Oh, snap, it is going up. Okay, so let's climb. Let's climb! Alright, I've got to map that to a button sooner or later. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's give it some power.
Empire Club 444 now cross boobs that are above 4,200 cleared RNAV runway 15.
Clear to boops 4,200 for RNAV 15, Pilot Club 444.
Thanks.
Alright, so now we're going back to 4,200. So how do we do that? So it's going down. Or not, or I guess let's do Alt hold. Nope. Let's go down. I don't know how this works. Oh, can we just arm this? shouldn't we be able to arm? Let's arm that. That's 5,000. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can we do that? Is there no profile? Alright, it's fine.
5 Club 30. 5 Club 36, correct dubs.
Clear direct dubs, Pilot Club 36.
Okay. Okay. So we're heading back down. Hopefully it'll stop at 4,200. And I'm going to play some music, and hopefully it is not killer.
5 Club 99 to some maintain 3,000.
Hold on, let me...
5 Club 99, revenue 27.
There it is. I was looking for the... Alright, so let me know if you like this new layer of me adding music. I didn't get a chance to go through my checklist, my streaming checklist.
5 Club 341, contact ground, point 7.
Alright, so 42, it actually is doing its thing, so that's great. Alright, so let's... let's take a look at the chart. Where is Navigraph? Okay, and Sky, Fat Spy is on top of it, so is Volanta. Everything's on top of it. So we're not doing this one, so we can kill that. Okay, so here's the RNAV. What we got going on here? Chattanooga, RNAV 15. We need to, it's GPS based, so we don't need to do anything with the localizer. Or, yeah, with, excuse me, we don't need to do anything with nav. Final approach, 150. LNAV. So the RNAV will give us latitude. It will keep us in line with the runway, but we have to manually set our vertical speed, which is why I think a lot of people like the ILS, because it does both longitudinal and latitude. Okay, so straight in runway 5, not authorized at night. Oh, circling runway 15, not authorized at night. Helicopter visibility. Okay, thank you for telling me. So here we got boops and then lib key. 4100. I probably need to go down to 41, hopefully. Then we have HESEX. And then we come in. It looks like there might be some antennas in the way. Recommended altitude. Distance to, I think, threshold is what THR is. Alright, so here we got HESEX. So this is basically from once we get to HESEX. Is HESEX our initial approach fixed? 4100, then 35, then 32 at Sucker. Alright, so since we are going to be managing our vertical speed ourselves, let's come in at 120 knots and do an angle of 660. So let me actually write that down. We are going to do ground speed of 120 ground speed at 660 FPS per second. Okay. And 150 is the intended direction. Okay, whoops. So can we switch up?
Club 99, 5 miles from Daisy, maintain 3,000 south from the localizer, cleared
okay,
ILS.
so 150, that just helps me out. Okay, so there goes HESEX, the Libeck. Does it actually have our 4,200 feet? And HESEX we need to be at 41. Doing a ground speed of 150 knots. So looking on the inside, we do have what's the word is that? Landing gears up and flaps are up.
And 5 Club 99, slow the final approach speed.
Hey man, I can't see anything. So let's go ahead and make sure that let's turn on those lights. So are there any other inside lights? I guess that's it.
5 Club 1496, contact ground 0.7.
Over the ground, 1-1.7.
Goodness gracious, I can't see anything. So there's a green light. I'm assuming that that is the airport. So that's the tower or the beacon for the airport. Let me just take another screenshot to see who's here. All right, I think we're good. All right, so let's take a look at our instruments. Make sure things are okay. Green, green, green. Can't see down there. Let me see if I can do this. Nope. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, oil pressure and temperature, good. The heat of the engine, I think, the chassis. That's good. Everything seems to be nominal. Let's see if there are any popped. Doesn't seem to be any popped breakers. Let's check down here. Okay, I think we are golden. Alright, so I need to switch up our indicator, our weather, our barometer. So 3026.
Club 73, airspeed. Airspeed 100, Club 73.
So I think that's 3026.
Takeoff 73, variable 110 knots until I speak. 110 knots until I speak. Pilot Club 73.
Alright, so we're turning. There's some blinking lights over there, but that is the green beacon that still seems to be there. So that's got to be the airport. One can hope.
Takeoff 36 front, Dubs at about 3,300, cleared ILS runway 20, approach straight in.
Dubs at or above 3,000, cleared ILS approach.
Alright, we're at 4,200 feet. We're basically being vectored in, well, not vectored, but ATC has the control, so they're telling us at what altitude to be at. So hopefully our next one is Chicsa. Let's see, Chicsa, we're supposed to be at 3,500, so
Club 99, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles southeast bound, Beechcraft at 2,300, the other than site.
alright, so I'm going to slow this plane down a little bit because I'm coming in on approach.
Club 73, traffic is 9 o'clock, 5 miles southbound, Cessna 110 to 3,000, CFM in space. Affirm traffic in sight. Club 73, maintain visual separation, runway 15, clear to land. Maintain visual separation, clear to land, 15, Pilot Club 73.
Chattanooga approach, Pilot Club 444. Can I descend to CHA minimums?
Pilot Club 444, second.
Can I descend to CHA minimums? I'm at 4,200 and it requires 32.
Yeah, just follow the altitudes on the procedure.
Okay, copy that. Okay, so it looks like I didn't need, I guess since I was cleared. Okay, so we're just going to jump down to 32. Do I have this? Nope, I don't. I need to get that. So we're gonna jump down to 3,200 feet.
27, what's that, 57, quite up to
2757.
And do it at 1100 1100 feet per minute. So that is
slow to final approach speed.
Slow to final approach speed, Pilot Club 444. So I'm going too fast because I'm pitching down. Alright, so let's... I'm pulling back the prop more. And because I'm under 140, I'm going to put my gear down. So that should get me a little slower. And then I'm in the white band, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my first notch of flaps. And then I'm gonna put back my RPM to full. And then we'll just manage our speed from there. Bob is your uncle. Now what is that? AC door extended? What is that?
5272 Chattanooga, departure low, hold short runway 20, traffic landing runway 15.
Man, I don't know what any of this means now.
989 runway 20, clear to land.
I'm going pretty slow.
Club 444, traffic is 11 o'clock and about 5 miles southbound, Cessna 152, 2000, the other side.
Looking for traffic, Pilot Club 444. I mean, I've got that. Yeah, I think that's it. Chattanooga approach, I've got traffic in sight, Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 444, maintain visual separation with that traffic, runway 15, clear to land.
Maintain visual separation from that traffic, clear to land, runway 15, right. 15, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so going 120 is not going to be good, so I'm going 100.
15 on hotel, we're going to FBO, west.
So now I need to change. Well, I think it might be 500 feet per minute. Alright, so which, so we're at ice. Whoa, where's, oh, we passed Sucker already. Dagnabbit. Approach. we passed our final approach fix. Yeah, crap. Okay. So let us... Let's see. Let's see, what can we do here? We're gonna go down to 0.
Number 52, send to 1 arrival prior to your departure. We're ready to go.
Takeoff altitude hold. Can we arm? I'm trying to go down, pal. What's up? Takeoff altitude. Nope. Okay, what is the 45 feet? Is that, what's the elevation? So I've messed up the thing already. The elevation is 683. How did this reset? Let's see here. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it manually because I'm already too high. All right, so I'm gonna pull back because I'm doing a deeper dive than I should. I'm at 2,000, almost at 2,000. So I'm pulling back the props, and I'm gonna pull. I can pull back the. Because I have the wheels down, I can pull back. What's up, Pac-Man? How's it going, Pally? So I tried to do an RNAV and totally screwed it up. So we're just gonna do it manually. I'm too high. I'm gonna try and get down to 680 feet is the runway or the elevation.
Club 989, contact ground 0.7 today.
Alright, we're coming up to 2,000 feet.
Runway 20, clear for takeoff, traffic 2 miles an hour, runway 15.
We got cleared for RNAV, runway 15.
Club 444, traffic the regional jet departing runway 20.
Traffic is departing runway 20, Pilot Club 444. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. Today was kind of a rush. I did not, we started earlier than I anticipated because I didn't pay attention. So I was kind of rushing to get this thing started, but you know, everything's good. It's filled with excitement. So we're flying at night because we're doing IFR flying with the Pilot Club tonight. If you guys do not like the night, then let me know. I try to avoid. That happens. All right, so now I'm getting in close. We're at 100 knots, so let me try and maintain this. Let me pull my flaps all the way. And you guys go ahead and run that predict command and see if you win. If you win, I'll give you 50 points. This is part of the loyalty package with Streamlabs. And we'll see what kind of prizes I can come up with. Okay, so man, I feel like I'm super going like 70 knots. All right. Oh, I don't have my lights on. That's why I can't see the runway. I was like, why am I not seeing it yet? All right, so I'm over the runway. Oh, nope. That's what I learned. Okay. All right, flaps up. I have no idea where I am. So let's see. I did not consult the chart. So we'll just make a left here. Get off this runway as soon as possible. And there seems to be double. Chattanooga approach, Pilot Club 444, cleared one way.
Club 444 ground, point south, good day.
Connect with ground. Thank you for your service. 121.7. So let's do 121.7. I'm gonna log. You miss a. It was 196. That's not terrible. Let's take a look at the chart, the parking. So I don't know. So we came in on 1.5. So I believe we might be. Where are we? We could be at Juliet, or we could be at Hotel and Delta. It did look like it turned a little bit too much. I think we're over here. Let's see. Oh, I'm right. We're over here. Okay. So GA parking. Oh, ground. Chattanooga ground. Beechcraft Pilot Club 444. Cleared runway. Looking for parking at GA.
Roger that. Pilot Club 444, taxi to the east, that's FBO via Delta. Hold short of 20 at Delta.
Taxi to the east FBO via Delta, Pilot Club 444.
And hold short of 20 for now, let me get you clearance across really quick.
You know, it's so funny. He said Delta, I saw Delta, and I wrote down Bravo, and I still, my readback was Delta. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm over here, so I can just go straight. Or I'll follow the yellow line.
Pilot Club 444 across 20 at Delta and taxi to the east FBO.
Cross 20 at Delta. And continue to the FBO, Pilot Club 444. Okay, so there is an error. There is something in front of us. Okay, so I'm gonna put back I'm gonna mixture just a little bit. Let's go ahead and put some power in here, and then we can start taxiing a little bit. So he did give me clearance to clear the runway. Is that this one? Okay, nope. Don't get tricked. That is the runway.
November 425.
Alright, follow the yellow line, guys. There's safety in the yellow line. So where exactly is the east FBO? So there's a terminal. I think it's either this building or this one. And it looks...
yeah, it's fine.
That looks like the terminal. I think that's the FBO over there.
November 45 Tango X-ray, destination.
Alright. Nope, that looks like it's the terminal. So we're gonna park over here.
Uniform Officer 0, Franklin County, November 45.
Alright, so we have another flight. This was just leg one. And let me check in with the pilot club while we're here. I think that's one of the guys right there. Okay. All right. Let me pause this so that you guys don't get a broken neck. You missed the landing. Nice. I remember when I used to stream. But I didn't really have a set daytime. I just went live sometimes in the evening after work. Sorry, what did you say about prizes? Music is a little loud. Thank you for letting me know. So I started adding... Okay, so I added music to this as another layer of distraction, maybe? Yeah, so the predict... Sorry, let me try and get my thoughts together, right? So Streamlabs has a loyalty program where you get points just for watching, just like Twitch does. I don't know what to do with it yet, but I would like to figure out a way to utilize it, make it fun. Maybe do like little mini games. So the predict, whenever you do the predict, if you win, I will give you 50 points.
November 425.
And at some point, it'll mean something once I figure out what to do with it. But at this point, no guesses, no winners. Alright, so let me do a quick check-in with the pilot club. Let me see what's going on with these guys. Music is the music softer or lower? Gotta try and get it super low. Then I think I might need to put V-pilot up a little bit more because this guy on ground is a little low for my ears, for my old ears.
Good.
What's the event tonight? Takeoff CHA.
Yeah, we did a discovery flight for IFR, which a lot of people have been asking for. Just had to do IFR.
All right. Okay. So now we have a little more time, so we can actually kind of chill. Let me see here.
Actually, I'm familiar with
Where's my fuel? Oh, I never checked my fuel. Where's my fuel?
This would have been flight 2.
And November 425 Tango X-ray.
Where in the world is my fuel kit? We've got, okay, over here. Can I jump to over here? Nope, that's too far. So over here. And I can look at it here. Okay, so now let's switch to, so what are my other views?
Nice. Yeah, I mean, if you want to check out.
Right, that's view, this is view number 8. There goes the right.
November 5 Tango X-ray.
Now, this happened. AC door extended. What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? Is there something on the checklist that can solve this for me? Oh no! Low bus volt. Things are breaking. Landing, approach, failure flap. AC door extended. Hey, they have it. AC door extended. Air conditioning, discontinue use. Alright, copy that. Let's discontinue the use of this AC. Turn it off. You're not cool anymore. Increase drag. I guess with flaps? Done. Does that mean that it's gone? It is gone. Look at that. Okay, low voltage. Low bus volts. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound cool. So let's see here. Here's the alt and the bus volts. Okay, so it's low because I think this might be a 24 volt. Let me see. Before engine start, they wanted us to check. Nope, I think it was on. Nope.
Takeoff 341, runway 20, taxi hotel.
I remember skipping the volt check. There we go, 23 minimum. So if it's 23 minimum, I believe it is a 20. I think it's a 24 volt battery. So we are under 23. So what do we do? How does that work? Is there anything that we can do about voltage, low voltage? Is there a checklist for that?
Little Tower, good evening. Pilot Club 73 is Bonanza at West FBO. Looking to pick up IFR to Peachtree with Bravo.
Failure landing bulk. I'm going to take a look at the alternator checklist in a minute. Flooded, hot, run up.
Over to
Instrument.
delivery on 12095, and then we'll call you for taxi, Pilot Club 73.
Okay, so load meters primary. So let's do that. Right, I mean, it's been primary the whole time. And then this one, alternator load, verify no load. How would that alternator failure? Primary alternator reset. Okay, so there's the alternator at nothing with the secondary. The primary, it's 25. Where are we right now? We can turn off the pitot heat.
Takeoff 341, cross
turn off.
runway 15 at hotel.
We can turn off the strobe currently. All this other stuff I think is good to go. Okay, so the bus volts is low. Now, why is that? Is there anything we can do? You guys know if there's anything we can do? So let's see here. Load, standard, standby alternator on. Okay, so let's do this here. Let's try this out. So, primary...
November 403 Alpha Lima, runway 20, taxi via hotel, hold short of 15 at hotel.
Alright, I'm looking at this one. This one is at 24. Did reset that. If no load. It didn't even finish out. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so let's try the secondary. I mean, the secondary seems to be dead. Unless there's standby alternator on.
Takeoff 341, contact approach 125.1.
Secondary, standby alternators on. Standby alt illuminated. Not illuminated. Alternator load. Standby alt breakers. Okay, those seem to be fine. Standby alternator reset. Is there this one button? Okay. Load bus. Let's go back to primary. It is... It's not under 23, so that's good. Low volts. Yes. Non-essential equipment. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, everything...
Taxi to the west via ramp via hotel.
Non-essential. So, I mean, a lot of everything is off. Everything's already off, guys. So let's turn off the avionics. And I'm looking to see if that went up. Which it did not. It's at 21. Turn all the avionics back on. Land as soon as practical. Okay, so we've done everything. I think we've done everything that we could. Alright, so now that we've given it a good shot and we did not figure it out, let's see what's broken. So global failure rate at 4 times. Let's see active. There's no activity. So is it because it's cold? Well, I mean, that's great that there's no failures. That's awesome. So that means that there's a problem. Okay, guys. Which one of you...
73 is at West FBO looking taxi.
Which one of you knows a thing or two about voltage? Let's turn those lights off. See if that's a thing.
Taxi 20 via hotel, hold short 15 at hotel, Pilot Club 73.
Interesting. So I'm going to take a picture of that because that is fun. Low volts. And it's actually down here.
November 3 Alpha Lima, contact approach 125.1.
Sorry, I just want the evidence of things breaking. I don't ever really get to record them. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and check in with the crew. Hey gang, just checking in on ya. How's everyone doing tonight? Did you land? Everyone's muted.
It's a lovely RNAV approach. Now I'm headed to Peachtree.
Copy that.
Yeah, had a nice landing here at Chattanooga. I'm getting ready to taxi on the Peachtree.
I'm gonna turn them up just a little bit. Copy that. All right, cool. I was able to land in Chattanooga runway 15. I overflew the RNAV, so I had to land in manual. That instrument landing is just it's hit and miss for me.
Yeah, same for me. I don't know. I can get the LNAV to pick it up, but the glide slope, I can't get it to pick it up half the time.
Gotcha. So now I'm setting up for the second leg. All right, cool. So I'm gonna put Discord back down to something low, like 5. All right. So let's see. Okay, so now that we have time, because in the beginning, Pac-Man, I rushed to take off because I had a schedule. Now I don't have a schedule. So now I can just kind of take my sweet time and plan this out properly.
Pilot Club 73, cross runway 15.
So let's take a look at what our next plan is. So from Chattanooga to PDK is what we're doing. Let me grab the... Yeah, dude, we're like... Yeah, man, you gotta do it relaxed.
Chattanooga approach 125.1.
All right, so let's put in.
Contact approach 125.1. Pilot 73.
All right, to PDK.
Pilot Club 1496. You're calling for taxi.
So let me see here. 12 RNAV approach. I could get rid of that.
Roger. Pilot Club 1496.
TYS. I can get rid of that.
Delta Bravo.
All right, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and erase some of this stuff here, and then we'll try and grab some of that sweet ATIS information. We can talk to ATC like a bunch of pros. Yeah, this is Pilot Club 444 with information. Yo, mama. That was so childish. I apologize. I couldn't, it's funny, I couldn't find anything funny, so I ended up being vulgar. That is distasteful. My mother would not be proud. Okay, so where are we? We're at Chattanooga, and we are headed to PDK, which is, what is it known as? DeKalb? We'll say DeKalb. So I'm going to write that down so that when I'm talking to them, I can look at my notes and say, hey, I'm requesting IFR clearance to DeKalb. Let's take a look at the weather and see what's going on with Chattanooga. Did it change from the last time? 140. Let's take a look at the runway. So 140. So I'm over here at GA parking by the East FBO. So they'll probably give me a 20 departure, because when I was landing, they had someone taking off on 20. So it's possible. Let's see their charts. Let's see what's going on with their SID. We have Chattanooga 8.
New ground spare 77 Lima Foxtrot Wilson Air Taxi probably.
Yep, which seems to just be these two. So
787 Lima Foxtrot, Chattanooga Brown.
yeah, so most likely I'll get that 20 approach to 2,200 feet. Okay. Let's go ahead and set this to 2,200. Boom. 2,200, then to 5,000. I should maintain 5,000 and expect my altitude 10 minutes after departure. Sorry. I think that was spot on. Hey, thanks, guy. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. All right, so we're good there. We're expecting. So actually, let's do that in here too, since we're doing stuff. Flight plan. Let's get in a little closer so you can see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. That is this a GNS? I don't know what the difference. GTN? I think it's a GTN 750. All up in your face. Let's delete this. I'm definitely. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to need to buy this because this is ridiculous. There's a lot of features on here that I do not have access to. So we're currently at Lavelle, and our destination is PDK, the cab Peachtree. All right, looking at my. Ooh, let me see if I can do this right now. So here's the. I want to see if we can get the departure. We didn't get the departure last time. Ooh, Chattanooga 8. We can get the departure. Let's just expect runway 20. I love it. No transition. Okay, and let's load it. Oh yeah, look at that. 202. And look at that. It's got all the stuff built in. All right, I'm digging it. So actually, whoops, that's not what we want. We want to activate it. Interesting. So I believe the full version will allow you to insert after and load airways and all sorts of cool stuff. This one, I guess I can insert before. Okay. So we're going to go direct to RMG, which is Rome. Yep, that's right. So en route, we're going to do Rome. All right, sounds good. Can we do after? Oh, we can do after. So I guess maybe not USR. Maybe I was wrong. We're going to take Victor 333 to Dallas. ALAS. Duplicates found. We want to take Dallas in Australia. Psych. Really threw you for a loop there, didn't I? Alright, and then that'll take us to where we need to go. Now the full version has this preview, which I think is great, but I don't have access to it, so it's fine. Alright, let's take a look at our map and figure out what our altitude's going to be. So here we are. So here's 4,300, 20-something hundred, so 43. So let's go with like 5,000. I think 5,000. Better yet, buddy. Let's use some of those let's use some wind temp data. So let's check out the wind temps and see what's going on here. Oh, let's be like real pilots and use all this information that's available to us. Really, is Atlanta the only VOR that has? That's not right. That is weird. Okay, so this is 00. What time is it now? It is, what is the local time? It's 21:04, and 4 hours is 25, so 01 right now. Okay, so we'll use this. So it looks like we might have some headwind as we're coming down south. Okay, so that's at 3,000, 6,000, not headwind. Let me see here, 12,000, less of a headwind, so more of a headwind, but the plane is fast, so it doesn't matter because we can still push. So let's go with 5,000. Wait, we're headed east, so it should be odd numbers. Yeah, 5,000. Alright, cool. So I'm going to set this cruising altitude to 5,000. I don't know what that really does in here, but I think it's a good reminder. Let me see if it shows us. Let me see if it puts it anywhere. I don't see it actively. That's fine. Oh, here. No? Oh, it did it for these because that's the altitude. That's the cruising altitude. Interesting. Okay. I think I like it. Alright, so let's do our own little preview.
clear across 151.
There we go. We're going to be headed south to Rome, direct to Rome, Dallas, and then to PDK. And then here is the dreaded Bravo airspace, so hopefully they'll let us in. If not, that would be so embarrassing. Okay, and let's go back. I want to go back to the flight plan here. So this USR, this is 20202. So let's set our heading indicator. Let's see here, 20. So there is. So here's 2. I think that's 20. This is 180. Yeah, 180 is south. 190, 200, 202. So this is 200, 12. I think. That's what we're going with. Got it. Alright, good deal. Alright, we're looking good here. Let's finish filling this out here. So Chattanooga, we got the runway. We're expecting runway 20 probably, maybe. And we are not doing anything with this. Do we do that? I think let's do it. Let's do it. So we got KPDK. Let's check out the weather information. We've got variable winds. Not helpful at all. Looks good. Scattered clouds at 1200 and everything else seems fine. Okay, so the question now is what kind of approach does KPDK have? Let's take a look at their chart while we're doing this. So I'm going to take a guess that... Nope, you know what? I'm not going to take a guess. Let's just look here. So 3 right and 2-1. Oops, get rid of that. And unspecified runway has an RNAV. Interesting. So 3 and 2-1. So the big one. 3 right. So I think we want to go with 2-1 left since we are coming in. Actually, we can actually look at it here. It's nope. Actually, nope. It might be better for us to come in from the bottom. Okay, so let's go 3 right. Let's try 3 right. Approach. So 3 right. We've got another RNAV. Oh boy. We didn't do too good on this first RNAV. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with this RNAV. So we've got a what's the transition here? So is it Wanabe? No, it's not Wanabe. Oh my gosh. Wanbu. And what is actually Wanbu? Wanbu is the final approach. Okay. So I'm going to guess that we're coming in at Kadi. Zuvru. Oh, this is actually... this is not cute at all. Oh, interesting. So if we're going to do that, we're going to come straight across, go to Succo, and then to this spot, and then come right back around. So here is... Where is Wanubu? Wanubu's here. Wanbu. Oh boy. 2500. Where's Acer is over here, 3000, 25, 25. Okay. Alright, and then we're probably going to go 90 knots, so we're going to do maybe like 600 feet per minute. Alright, cool. We've briefed ourselves as best we can, so let's go ahead and throw that into our flight plan, and then we can make any changes that we see fit. Alright, so let's get back here, go to the proc. We're going with this approach. I already forgot. 3nav, RNAV right. RNAV right. Transition is somewhere else. Nope, don't like that. Kadi is coming from this way, and we're just kind of turning back around. So let's do with Kadi. We're going to load that approach. Alright, so now I'm going to... let's do this. Let's put it into... Let's file this bad boy. We're going to file it. CHA PDK. The current time, I already forgot, is 01. Let's go with 30. Don't know how long it's gonna take. Say an hour again. We're filing at 5,000. And here we're doing. Oof. No, I wanted to look at this. Oh, darn it. Okay, so let's take a look at. It actually doesn't have it. Oh, there it is. CHA. CHA 8. Alright, so we have CHA 8. Then we're going direct to Rome. And then we're going to take V something another. 333 to. What was it? Well, it's not in here, but it's somewhere else. So to Dallas, that's right. Let's show Dallas to Dallas. And then we're going to go to Cadiz. That will give them the transition. That'll help us help them. Direct us into where we're going. Alright, so Cadiz, and then we have all of that. So let's go with RNAV. It's got a lot going on here. Here we are. RNAV, or runway 03 right. Can I put that in there? Can I put RW03 right? What do you think? Oh, you know what? Let's actually look at what... Okay. Let's go back over here. So we have runway that's available is going to be 3 right. We're going to add that. And then the approach is going to be RNAV. It's going to be this one from Cadiz. Yes, from Cadiz. All right. So now we're cooking with oil here. There we go. Ooh. I can just go direct to... I don't even need Dallas. I can just go direct to Cadiz. That would be better. Yes, that would be better. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so let me see. We've selected that. Let's go ahead and amend our thing here. We don't need Dallas. Alright, so from Rome, we'll just go right to Cadiz. And then into runway. So what I wanted to see is how they did it here. So they did Cadiz dot R03R. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to do this. Nope. I want to do this. So forget Dallas. We'll just do this. Oh, sorry. I'm not sharing my desktop. You can't see it. So we've got CHA, direct to Rome, and then direct to Cadiz, runway 03R. I think it's great. What do you think? We'll file it anyway, until you guys tell me otherwise. That I'm crazy. Alright, we're looking good. I'm feeling good about this. Alright, so let's mark that as done. We're good. Okay, so let's pay attention to... Oops. Let's pay attention to the chart. Let's take a look at Volanta and see if we still have coverage. And we do. We do have coverage. That's great. We got plenty of coverage. This is awesome. Oh. What happened? The low voltage. Oh no! Oh my gosh, it's a real thing! So down here, and then if I look, it's at 20. Oh, how is that a thing? How do you fix this? How do you fix low voltage when it doesn't even come on? Do I just have to restart? Alright, well, let's do it. Let's restart because we don't have any... The engine is still on. we can kind of do some pilotage. Be super dangerous. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I could do it. You know what? Let's make this exciting. Let's do it in the daytime though. So let me see here. Oh, it's low. Oh, that is interesting. So I put up. That is it. I did not know that. I mean, it kind of makes sense. So here I put up a throttle just a little bit to see if I could see the gauges, and apparently it charged it. It's giving me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is back to normal. Okay. So I guess this is why they say put the RPMs at 1,000. Alright, 1 + 1 is 2, guys. This all makes sense. All makes sense. Okay, so let's make I think we needed to make an adjustment over here. So we're not doing Dallas anymore. So let's get rid of Dallas. We're going from Rome right to Cadiz. Alright, I love it. I love it. And with this one, we are concerned about traffic. Alright, I think we're there. Alright, I learned something about voltage. Is that the I guess the more power, the better.
Hotel on Charlie, request taxi to Wilson.
Okay.
Pilot Club 6, Senator ground level, taxi to Wilson.
Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're finally finished all the planning.
The hotel.
Thanks for hanging around while we plan away. Let me put some of my windows back. So we are at Chattanooga ground. Let's check out ATIS. We didn't check out ATIS. That would be 11985. So let's go with 119 and let's go to the right. Well, we should have gone the other way. 850. Okay, homie. Thanks for coming in, man. I hope you had fun.
Yeah. I couldn't even get off the ground. My simulator kept crashing, and my computer's crashing.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Anyway, I'll catch you on the flip side on another event. But thanks for letting us join on this one.
Oh man, you are welcome, man. It was fun to do a mashup with you guys.
Cool. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, bud. Later. So I believe Mike is part of the Discovery, the flight training crew, I think. Okay, so where was I? Yes, we're looking for ATIS 85. All right, and let's swap over.
To their mission. Read call, hold short instruction. VFR aircraft state direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Charlie.
Local Airport gives information, Charlie 0053 Zulu Special. Wind 140 at 5. Visibility 10. Ceiling 9,500 over test. Temperature 15. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3027. Landing and departing runway 20. Notices to air mission. Read call, hold short instruction. VFR aircraft state direction.
Okay, so we were right according to ATIS. Runway is 20. We do need to set up our altimeter to 3027, which I think it's, I think it's 25 right now. So, okay, I think this is 30, so we'll -3, 1, 2, 3, and let's hope that that's 3027. Winds are 1-4 at 5 knots. Information Charlie. Okay, so yep, so I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and connect to ground. 121. 121 70. 12170. Right, information Charlie. Chattanooga ground, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 with information Charlie. Request IFR clearance to the cab.
Pilot Club 444, deliveries online to contact us for clearance 120.95.
120.95, thank you. Alright, so we're going to contact delivery 120.95. Alright, and we're doing it. Let me see here. Maybe I should keep this on while I'm making these changes. And let's do flight plan. Nothing special there. Alright. Chattanooga delivery, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 with information Charlie. Request IFR clearance to the cab. That was smooth.
Alpha 444, Lavelle clearance. Good afternoon to you. This is the Peachtree Airport. We have the Chattanooga 8 departure. Rome transition as filed. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.1. 5355.
Clear to DeKalb Peachtree using Chattanooga 8 departure. Direct to Rome, maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.1. Squawk 5355. Pilot Club 444.
Alpha 444, read correct. Contact ground point 7. When ready to taxi up to the flight.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, look at that. That was exciting. I actually got my readback correct first try. 5-5. We're on alt. Okay, looking good. So let's go to 5,000. All right, that's looking good. I don't know how this works yet. I guess this is engage. Engage and then altitude hold arm. So let me see. So this is arm. So alt arm is always on. No matter which one I push. Okay, so we'll just deal with that. Chattanooga 8 departure. So this one we're going to do heading. And I can't see, or I haven't seen. Yeah, I really need to bind this to my hardware. So heading, arm, alt. All right. All right, I think we're golden. Chattanooga 5,000 oh, let's set 125 125.1. Go other direction. 125. What is 125? 125.1 is Chattanooga approach. All right. Microphone test. Let me just see if my. Sometimes I don't know if my microphone is on or if I'm. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do this. Contact ground. Yes. I believe we're going to contact ground. Ooh, totally forgot about ground. So let's switch it this way, and then we'll do ground 121. 12170. Okay. Lavelle ground. Beechcraft Pilot Club 444, ready for taxi.
Pilot Club 444, information taxi via Delta, taxi runway 20 via Delta Bravo.
Runway 20 via Delta Bravo, Pilot Club 444. Alright, let's take a look at the map here and see where Delta and Bravo are. So we are here, so we're taking Delta and then Bravo. So right after the terminal, we'll just hug that side, right to runway 20. Alright, sounds good, let's do it. All right. So we're gonna back up. Oops. We're gonna get backed up because this does not have a very tight. This does not have a very tight turning radius until you start to until you start to go fast. So until that happens, you can push the rudder in all you want. It's not turning anywhere. All right. So I think we're good here. Go ahead and start taxiing. Oh, I already had some in there. Let's go ahead and turn on the taxi. Nope, nope, nope. That was wrong. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's try and get to the taxi line. There we go. So now we're on Bravo or Delta. I think we're on Delta. All right. So
Hey,
now.
Mike. Hey, boss.
Hey, bud. How's it going? Ooh.
Doing
That-
good. I just departed from Britain. I got a delay in the airport. One of the passengers got late. You know.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so I believe this is Bravo. And I'm gonna turn Discord.
He's paying me for the flight, so what can I do? I have
Right?
to wait for him.
Right? You're a great pilot.
Thank you. I've learned research.
Alright, so here is the threshold, I think, for the taxiing. For taxi. Or what do they call that? Active ground? Active taxi? Don't remember what they call that spot. We're good here. Oh, look at that low voltage. Okay, so that's fine.
Takeoff 444, contact departure 15.
Atlanta Center, Pilot Club 73. If you need us to pick up speed, we can do that.
125.1. Thank you very much.
I just talked to Discord, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
125.1.
Sounded great though.
Okay, so Chattanooga approach, Beechcraft Pilot Club 444 at holding short runway 20.
Flight Club 444, Chattanooga, departure hello, hold short runway 20.
Holding short, runway 20, Pilot Club 444.
Flight Club 13, I sound got a ground point 7, good day.
Ground point 7, back up the channel, thanks for your zero.
Flight Club 444, flight runway heading runway 20, clear for takeoff without delay, traffic vision jet 2.5 miles final.
Cleared for takeoff, heading to 202, Pilot Club 444, runway 20.
Flight Club 444, runway heading and no delay on the roll, please.
Runway heading, no delay on the roll, Pilot Club 444. No delay on the roll. What does that mean? Well, I mean, that means no delay, so as soon as I get out there...
One departure prior to your arrival.
Alright, so let's do this. I think he wants us to... Uh-oh. What is going on here? Oh, you got me. Wait, no, this is not how I normally fly, guys. I got startled. And what's up, Raiders? Raiders hanging out with Willie. We got a rate of 26. So I'm taking off. The man said no delay, I think because there's another plane that's trying to land behind me. So let's see if we can get this up to par. We're doing a Chattanooga 8 departure, which... What is my roll? Oh, this plane wants to get off the ground, so I guess my roll is 85. So welcome, folks. So we're doing an IFR flight with the Beechcraft Bonanza.
444, thanks for your roll radar contact, stay altitude.
Current altitude is 1,000, climbing to 5,000. Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 1212, 2 miles from Daisy, maintain 3,000, put a stop on the localizer, cleared straight in ILS, runway 20 approach.
All right, so let's put up the flaps. I seem to be high enough. Willie? How you doing, buddy boy? How was your flight?
With you about 10 miles to the northwest of Taylor.
So actually, let me see if I can put on autopilot. All right, so I don't know how this thing works. Vertical. Okay. Because this plane can brake, let's pull this down a little bit. There's stuff happening here. Hold on. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that I have a positive climb before I interact with you guys. So this button here is supposed to. It is very manual.
IFR 5500, requesting 20 ILS approach.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, this is wild. Okay, let me see what's going on. We have. Wait. Bonanza's looking great. That's right. Right, Enon.
Hey, is Mike still here?
Sergeant Tickle Fight? I love that name. Oh, I need to get into heading. Let's get into nav mode. That happened pretty quickly. I guess direct to Rome. Hopefully he'll be okay with that. He didn't tell me to I think they cleared me for direct to Rome. Okay. Chalks1. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. It's not the same as Sergeant Tickle Fight. I love that name. Wait. Let me do this so that I can look up here. Good man. How are you? I am doing well, sir. I'm doing a flight with Discovery Flight.
Pilot Club 444 Chattanooga.
Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 444. I should be turning southbound. Are you still on runway heading, sir?
You know what? No, I apologize.
Pilot Club 444. No problem. Leaving 2,700. Clear direct to Rome VOR.
Clear direct to Rome VOR. Pilot Club 444. Darn it, I did it again. He didn't clear me for Rome. I should have been on. This is like the third time that I've done that. Within the span of a year, so it's not like this happens every week. But it should stick. It's in the back of my head. It's in the back of my head. Don't turn until they tell you. Okay, Chattanooga choo-choo. The AN2, it's sick. Oh, you're flying the AN2. Got it. That Bonanza looks great on you. Willie, thank you. Your compliments, I take them. I love them. I bathe in them. Astro. Hey, what's up, Astro? Was lurking in your stream. Oh, Astro's a master lurker. That's what that seems. We got a first-time chat. Chalks1. Got my flight name in us flying DCS. FA-15. Got it. So I don't know what Chalks is then. So I'm gonna need a little bit more context. I'm like a GA guy, like a general aviation plane. So these fancy FA-18s and digital combat simulator, I think is what it's called. I'm not too familiar. So are these the Chalks that are underneath the wheels? And are you one of two Chalks? So we're gonna need some clarifications, mister. Thanks, bud. Seeing you around. Can't believe it took me so long to drop by and follow you. Sergeant Tickle Fight. I can't believe it's taken you so long to introduce your name, to introduce yourself to me. I love your name. I'm going to be talking about it for the next 5 minutes. Then I'll get over it, and then when I see you again, it's going to be all over.
Atlanta Center 125.57 today, sir.
Atlanta Center 125.57.
Affirm.
Thank you for your service and your patience.
Yep. Thanks for flying.
All right, 125.575. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over 125, 575, and then switch over. Alright, let's get established with Atlanta, because we are 42 miles from having to deal with, to deal with that Bravo. Let's see here. Oh, I was like trying to jump in. The ready Yahoo! Chalks one. I am just a dude that flies in all sims. Now, are you the same? No, you're not the same Chalk, because there's a Chalk one CHALK that I used to follow when I played Battlefield. I watched like all of his videos. I thought his crew was so funny. But you're Chalk's one. But you're just like a what do they call it? Oh no, where it's ambiguous? No, it's can't find the word. But you're a lover of all flight sims. Copy that. I tried DCS. It's cool. I like it. I'm trying to use this flight simulator as an actual training grounds until I get my pilot's license. For those that may or may not be aware, I am not a real pilot, even though I pretend to be on here. But I am planning to get my flight, my pilot's license this year. I did get my third-class medical, thanks to Willie and Paul and Miguel for being on top of me and making sure that I went ahead and got it. I was so. Oh no! Wait! Hold on. Let me call them. Atlanta Center Beechcraft Pilot Club 444 at 5,000. What did he say? What did he say? I think I'm going to need to turn him up. Let me look at my. Let me turn up my volume for VPilot. Okay, we'll see if he calls back. You fly XP2? What's XP? XP X-plane? No, sir. I do not fly. I don't fly X-plane. But I do fly Microsoft Flight Simulator. 48 degrees inside of this. Holy moly! Hold on. So I'm gonna need to put on the pitot heat. Pitot and open up some of that cabin heat a little bit there, because it is cold. Alright, and yes, forgot my wheel chocks 3 times and 3 times in the water from carrier. So you, sir, are Chalks one. Welcome is what he said. Oh, welcome. Thank you, Willie. Appreciate that. Appreciate that good ear. You know what's funny? I think I have to come to grips with my age. Not that I've been hiding from it, but I have 3 kids. 14, 16, and 17. And a lot of the times when they talk to me, because I don't like their generation, I tend to try and push whatever is happening on them. Like, oh, you guys are talking too low, I can't hear you. You guys are mumbling, I can't hear you. And then one day it hit me, if I'm doing that with all of them, is it possible that I'm the one that can't hear and they're talking just fine? So from that point on, which, I mean, this happened like maybe 3 weeks ago is when I came to this realization. So it's very possible that my hearing's going. So anytime they talk now, I have to say, I didn't hear you. And what I used to say is, you're talking too low. I can't hear you. So now I'm cutting out that you're talking too low. And I'm owning up to, I can't hear you. What did you say? Are you going for your sport pilot license first or straight? Straight to the PPL, baby. KW for life. Alright, let's see what KW is. Is it kill switch? Nope. Is it kilowatts? Kilowatts for life. There we go. That's what we're going with. Yeah, so I'm going for my PPL. I am going to do online ground school, which is a lot cheaper. I'm very motivated and enthused about news. Enthused about aviation, so ground school should be fine. And then there's a flying club. There's a flying club that I'm going to join, and I'm going to get in touch with their CFIs and use them for flight training. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Should be good to go. Kenworth, 40-year trucker. Whoa. 40 years. Wow.
I believe there's another aircraft I call.
Wow, that's a long time. Wow. Now, ironically, coincidentally, do you play the trucking simulator? Okay. I'm here getting distracted with you guys. Let's stay on top of this. So, we are flight plan. We're headed to Rome, and then from Rome we want to head directly to Katy. Hopefully they'll give me access to Katy. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at this sweet flight plan that we did. So here's Rome. Excuse me. Here is Katy, which is right on the edge of that Bravo airspace, and we're trying to get to KPDK. We're going to fly all the way down there, follow this route into, I think it's 03 right. And we're going to do an RNAV. Not that I'm 50-50 on the RNAV, so we'll see if I do it right. Last time I missed it. We flew to Chattanooga, and I missed the RNAV, and I had to come in manually. Okay, so let's actually get ourselves familiar with the RNAV so that it's not too scary. So if there's a missed approach, and I've yet to do a missed approach, so I don't know how that works. Or climb to 4,000, track 2. Okay, so I guess I should set 026 when I come in for a landing. I'm doing an RNAV, so I should be able to set my heading without affecting, and go to Sutgo. So where's Sutgo? Okay, cool. So if I miss, sorry, let me zoom in here. If I miss the entry, and then I can go to 026 and go right to Sutgo. Alright, that's not bad. Do they want me to go to BAPI too? Then left, require, and then to BAPI. Okay. And then, so this one I haven't done. This one I have not done before. Okay, cool. So, we're going to do this. 5,000, 5,000, then we get to 3,000.
1464 to send by the gain off 2 arrival.
Not really telling me just yet. Okay, so we got 2,500 at Hupak. So let me. All right, so we've got Katy, Stucco. This is our initial approach fix, I think. We have Huck up at 2,500. Oh, right, it even says it right there. Now, this would be great, but VNAV doesn't work on the free version. Willie, I think I'm going to be buying the GTN 790 through PSM 50, probably tonight or tomorrow. Wanbu is our final approach fix at 2,500. And then we'll need to get that 3.60 arc. Serge, thanks for flying with us, man. Hope you had fun, sir.
Yes, sir. It was a good time. I saw Steven take off as I was coming in for landing at Chattanooga. And all is well.
Copy that. All right, so we'll
see you guys later. Bye.
All right, buddy. Alright, so we're doing 130 ground speed, which is not bad. Alright. Let's see here. Green, so let's do a quick check on our stuff. And we're using our right fuel tank right now. That's in the green. I don't know how this works just yet. That is up. And we are close, yeah, so we have our pitot heat on, good there. Let's check out there. This is 87 degrees, so that's a little warm, so let's put our cabin heat. Alright.
Climb and maintain 15,000. 15,000. Bravo. Power code 1992, contact Chattanooga approach 125.1.
Oh, you know what? Let me do some admin stuff here. Let me take a picture of this of this Discord and a picture of VATSPY and see who is flying. Alright, got it. So now that we are out, now that we have light, because I was flying at nighttime, we can take a picture. We can take a picture, guys. Oh god, I just love this plane. So much positive memories for me with this plane. And not like it's real too. So I've been when Flight Sim came out on the Xbox, that's when I first got into it. At day one when it dropped, I was playing it, and I did a lot of flying. So prior to, sorry, if I can back up a little bit, I didn't have any aspirations of being a pilot. Just always played Flight Sim games. I thought it was fun. Never thought that I would really want to do it. So I started playing it on the Xbox, on my big screen TV, on my couch, just chilling. I'd end up playing for hours because the music was dope, scenery was dope, everything was dope. And then I started learning about the buttons, the procedures, looking at YouTube videos, and then, you know, there's this crazy idea. I was like, oh my god, it's not a one-to-one, but I mean, I could potentially fly a plane the more that I play this game. And the more that I try to learn about the buttons and the procedures, is the more hungry I got. And I just was is insatiated the word? I was unsatisfied. No matter how many videos I consumed, no matter how much aviation knowledge I consumed, I just wanted more and more and more. That I didn't get my fill until I actually listened to the audiobook for the PHAC, Pilot Handbook of Aviation Knowledge. It's a free PDF that you can get from the FAA website. But I was able to, so I downloaded the PDF, but I also got the audiobook. And that audiobook was everything that I wanted. It went through everything that I ever wanted to know about aviation. It was awesome. I loved it, ate it up. It was one of the best things that I've listened to in quite some time. So in that process where this dream is starting to unfold, I was flying the G36 on the Xbox a lot. So lots of pretending that I'm taking my family to Florida, to different trips, just learning how to flight plan and then seeing if it's real, if it's possible. So this one right here. So I thought, like, when I grew up, when I got my license and money and stuff, that I would probably buy a G36. But I saw the Bonanza V35, and that thing is gorgeous. I just love that Dr. Killer. That thing is so sweet. So that is definitely the plane that I want to get. The Day Ones put a kid in a plane with a pilot. Dude, he could fly sims, and he actually took off and landed. Nice. Like a kid, like what, a 12-year-old, an 8-year-old. But no, it's actually pretty cool. When I did my discovery flight, it's amazing how I was already familiar with the interface. 14, got it. Yeah, man, they are super capable. I listen to VATSIM. I listen to some of these kids on VATSIM, and they're flying more. They're flying more complicated planes than I am. They started out with the airliners, and these guys are. These guys, I was listening to see if he was talking to me. These guys are holding it down on the airliners, so it's very capable. All right, 12 miles until we get to Rome. I'm hoping ATC still sees me. Did I miss a call and he canceled me already? It's my altimeter, my transponder is still the same. We're at 5,000. Oh, is there? Let me take a look. So PDK has a tower. So PDK should have an ATIS. So let's check out ATIS, their ATIS while we are... Now, I want to see if I can do it on channel 2, since we have a little bit of time. I don't know if this thing monitors channel 2 properly. It doesn't, I don't think it does, but we'll try it. So PDK is 128. Let's see here, 128, where is my, oh, channel 2's down. Channel 2's down here. 128 PDK 400. Okay, let's make that active, and let's monitor 2. So the reason why I don't think it's working is because I'm looking at vPilot and it's not highlighted. The receiver is not highlighted. Awesome stuff. I wish you luck on your journey. Fun hanging out, but time to get the kids to bed. Sergeant Tickle Fight. You continue to get those kids into bed. I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you following, making it known that you are around. I hope to see more of you. I want to see more of that name. I want to interact more with Sergeant Tickle Fight. Tell your kids good night for me. Don't make it creepy, but tell them good night. From Tabletop Android. You know what? I wonder if we can incept for them to start following me. That'd be dope. Alright, so it's not monitoring. Not monitoring, even though it says it is monitored comm, so it's doing it, but vPilot does not have it highlighted. So I'm going to stop that charade, and let's take a look at... man, I'm getting close to Rome. Okay, what I'm going to do is instead, because I don't want to miss a call, I'm going to double click. Nope, I'm trying to show you my desktop. I'm going to double click on ATIS and read what they have to say. Alright, the winds are still variable. Okay, I think that's all I need. Visual approach in use. So 3031 is something I should. 3031. Let me see a landing.
444, contact Atlanta approach 126.907.
126.907, Pilot Club 444. Thanks for your service. 12697. So let me change that. What exactly? 126 is Atlanta approach. Okay. So let's see here. Let's change to 126. Landing and departing runways 2121 multiple. Is 03 available at all? No. Okay, so I need to change my plan. Atlanta approach, Beechcraft, Pilot Club 444 at 5,000.
Pilot Club 444, Atlanta approach, Atlanta altimeter 303 to expect a visual approach from like 21 left.
Expecting runway 21 left. Thank you. Okay, so I need to do 21 left, so I need to change everything. Okay, let's change stuff. Let's get back to this proc, this approach. 21 left. Let's do the ILS. Let's do Abby. Well, that's the only one. Okay, sounds good. Let's load it. Get back to here. Okay, that seems good. That seems fine. All right. Later, TT Android and chat. All right, so now let's update our charts here. So we don't need this one. Get out of here. Uh-oh. KPDK, get out of here. Oh no, it's not going away. Alright, so KPDK, let's look at the approach. 21 ILS, that is this one. Let's pin you. And let's take a look at you. Where is it? Okay, it's over here. 21. So I am facing southwest. Okay, so this just shows me so this is the what is it called? The missed approach. And here Abbey. So direct to Abbey. So I guess Abbey at 3,000. Cham at 2,900. And then Bob's your uncle, right? Okay, so here is the 111.1, so let's go ahead and change that up. Uh, 111.1, let's go ahead and swap that to active. And so there goes Cham. We're going direct to Cham right now. Is that what we want, bro? Nope, nope, let's go to flight plan. So it just has Cham. 2,900. Alright, so let's see here. We need to figure out when we're going to descend. So we are at 5,000 feet.
Southwest 3566, clear direct gas.
Minus 2,900, so that's 2,100. So let's multiply that by 3 and then divide by 1,000. So 6.3. At 6.3 miles from Cham, we should descend. So let me write that down.
2319, clear direct gas, descend and maintain 12,000.
6.3 is when we're going to descend. What is our ground speed?
Southwest 2319, Atlanta approach.
So 151 times 5. We're going to descend
Southwest
at
3566, clear direct gas.
At 755.
November 3, India Golf 909, Atlanta approach, what's up?
Alright, so I think we're going to change,
At 1464, 30 degrees right, gonna maintain 3,000.
we're not going to change. We're going to wait until it gets to a quarter, and then we're going to be good.
1464, thank you. Is that a 1035? The airport is at 12 o'clock, 15 miles report inside.
Taxi and landing, we can turn that off. We're actually in the daytime now, so we can turn that stuff off too. Nav, I did not have strobe on the entire time. Oh my goodness gracious. Bad pilot.
3 India Golf 909, roger, turn left, heading 360, maintain 4,000 feet.
Right, we've got nav, we're good. Okay, I think we're stable.
Atlanta Center 132.907.
I think we're stable, so does that mean that we can enjoy the surroundings?
At a 1035, cleared visual approach from way 8 left.
Alright, I'm gonna lock that head. Alright, 35.
2319, confirm direct gas down to 12,000.
35 nautical miles. So let's go ahead and change this up.
No problem, Pod Club. 444, clear direct Peachtree, report field inside.
Clear direct to Peachtree. Will report when I see in sight, Pilot Club 444. Alright.
1464, fly heading to 070.
So let's do that. Forget that RNAV nonsense. We're going direct to Peachtree.
At Shell Tower 119.1.
So load procedure? No.
Hey there.
So,
November 3,
hey pal.
Fly heading to
Just on around Peachtree. Just gonna go and visit, see some people land. Hopefully.
Nice, nice. I just got cleared for Peachtree. Okay, so
I guess I'll be watching you land.
So how does that work? How does that work, guys? Can I Alright, so I'm going to load the approach, and then I'm just going to do this. Oh no, forget it.
1464 at Bernie, town 119.1.
Alright, where is it? So I can just go, how do I go direct to Peachtree? Alright, let's do this. Flight plan and PDK, and why can't I load procedure, waypoint info. Where's my, oh, you know what? Here's the direct. Here's the direct button.
Golf 99er, return 5 degrees left.
Alright, that didn't work. KPDK. Let's do that. Oh, there goes activate. I clicked on it, but I didn't activate it. Alright, so clear the PDK. Is that what this looks like? Okay, this is that's no longer doing anything. I don't know what that does. Alright, we're just going straight to PDK, guys. Landings on runway. Oh crap, what was the landing? According to the ATIS,
Southwest 35, 60, 60, maintain
2-1. 2-1. Okay, so
November 3, India Golf 99er.
let's take a look at the airport. 2-1 right and 2-1 left. Okay. So if that's the case, I want to make sure that I have this. So let's indicate 2-1 so that we know. So we should expect it on our right hand side. Where ground speed is 147. Hey guys, let me know, or gang, let me know if any of the audio levels are too loud. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better, that's all. Alright, I think we're good. So, 6.3 miles. Oh, that was...
2319,
that was different. So, if we're going to do a visual approach instead of an instrument landing, but we need to see what... And let's see if we can do it through this tool. Let's see what information we can find about... Peachtree. Oop, wait, was it there? Nope. Let's see if we can find out its distance. I want to see its elevation. Here it is. So we'll round up to 1,000. So I need to be at 2,000 feet. So currently I'm at 5,000. So let's do this math again. So 5,000 minus 2,000. That's 3,000. I could have just started with that. So multiply that by 3. That's 9,000 divided by 1,000. So that's 9. So instead of 6.3 nautical miles, I need to start my descent 9 miles from...
Bravo Golf, land approach, land altimeter 3032, visual 2, say, correction 8 left.
9 miles from the airport. So let's set this up to 2,000 feet. And then when it's time to descend, hopefully we'll descend properly. Alright, let's check out this preview. Procedures, runways. Okay, we can actually change them. Got it. I was wondering where the others...
77 Lima Foxtrot. Beach Street Tower, runway 21 right taxi via Echo Golf, cross runway 16 at Echo.
Alright, cool. So we got our information.
403 Alpha Lima, Peach Street Tower, runway 21 right, taxi via Alpha Golf, cross runway 16 at correction Alpha, and give way to a Beechcraft. So that's going to be on Golf.
So this is not ours. Let's see. There is an airport over there. Don't know if it's Peachtree.
Southwest 3566, left turn heading 180, descend maintain 4000.
So that could be Peachtree, but I know that there's... Nope, I don't think so.
Heading 150, descend maintain 5000.
It could be MGE. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good.
Golf 99er, your number is 2 in sequence, so I'll be on here shortly. Well, 737, Atlanta approach, line altimeter 3032, expect 2 on left. Golf 99er, fly heading 180.
Oh, do I have different...
Alpha 440, maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so now I can write down 3000. Then let's go ahead and do that here, and do we arm it?
154 Foxtrot Bravo, land approach, land altimeter 3032.
And let's see if it goes down. Oh my gosh, I really need to map this to my hardware.
Alpha 3526, clear to visual approach, runway 8 left, maintain 180 knots, grade until shell. Off 99er traffic is at 12 o'clock, turning base to final is a Southwest 73 at 4000 for traffic 4 field inside. Up was 2319, descend maintain 4000.
I don't know who's left, but we'll see you all next time.
Alright, homie, see you next time. Thanks for coming out.
Off 99er, roger, expect to turn here shortly. Full 737, cleared direct to the Peachtree Airport, descend and maintain 3000, reported inside.
Alright, so that is not the airport I'm looking for.
1496, cross 2 and right at Charlie.
We're at 4,100. We're working our way to 3,000. So the funny thing is, the lower I go is the less I can see the other airport.
3 India Golf 99er, flight 110, clear to visual approach, runway 8 left.
So there's a...
Southwest 2319, flight 180, reduce speed to 180.
Alright, so I didn't need to do the calculations because he's already descending me to 3,000.
354, land at center 132.97. Delta 5 Alpha, land at departure, radar contact on maintain 14000. Not air, maintain 180 knots until shell at shell tower 119.1.
Alright, so let's see what's going on. So it's 12 nautical miles from us.
Southwest 3566, contact tower 119.1.
But I can't see it. Is it because of all of the trees?
3 Alpha, Lima can cross runway 16 at Alpha.
Possible that it could be over there? Hard to say.
10 Whiskey, proceed on course, runway 2 on right, clear for takeoff.
So 21 is on my right, so...
Southwest 2319, heading 110, join a localized force field inside.
Oh, if he has me joining the localizer, then I am a little... I'm going to be a little screwed. I need to... 2-1.
Delta 5 Alpha Heavy, Atlanta Pro, correction, Atlanta Center 132.97.
So this is 2-1 left. Do I need to do 2-1 right? Approach 1 left.
686 departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14000.
Okay.
2319, you said you got field? 2319, clear to visual approach, on 8 left at AJ Tower, correction, at Shell Tower, 1 line up on 1 cadet.
I wonder if he's going to give me direct to Sham. No, he gave me direct to Peachtree, so why would he give me direct to Sham?
Full 737, clear to visual approach, runway 2 on left, tail left, clear to line. 444, you got a field yet?
I do not have a visual, I do see it on my radar though.
444, roger. You should have it here shortly. It's after 12 o'clock in less than 10 miles.
Yeah, funny thing is there seems to be a lot of trees, but it should come up soon.
Roger. And 3410 Whiskey, just squawk my Charlie for me real quick and frequency change approved. Get in.
Yeah, that is weird. Why am I not seeing it?
686 Atlanta Center 132.97.
Over there. I think it's over there. I think it's on my left-hand side.
Let me see. 4,000 Fort Hartsfield inside.
Is it on my left-hand side? No, it looks like it. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say.
November 787 Lima Foxtrot, proceed on course from like 2 and right, clear for takeoff.
No, it looks like it should be right in front of me. But according to what I'm seeing,
Bravo off, join the final lap or outside of.
that looks like it though,
Shell
or that
clear,
looks like it.
visual approach,
I don't know. I should just tell him that I see it. I mean, I think I see it. Okay, I think this is it. This is it.
Clock out 444, clear visual approach. Runway 21 right, enter the right base.
Cleared visual approach, runway 21 right, enter right base. Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 444, thank you. Runway 21 right, clear to land. Caution, traffic on a parallel is a 737 for 21 left, 21 right, clear to land.
Alright, copy that. 21 right. So, according...
444, caution the traffic on the parallel, runway 21 right, clear to land.
Okay, caution the traffic on the parallel, clear to land, runway 21 right. Pilot Club 444.
Full 737, you got traffic that's on the base for the other runway. Caution him, 21 left, clear to land.
Caution 21, other traffic 21 left, clear to land. I don't know. That sounds stupid.
UFO's checking in.
Okay, so 21 right. Oh my gosh. So right base. So I'm going to be turning right. So I guess I'm going to be crossing. It's dark, I think. Yes, there is some fog. Okay. So 21 right is the inside. So right. So okay. So I'm going to come in and then I'm going to come in on the left. Oh boy. All right. So let's slow down. First things first. Let's slow down.
Mission 2400, Bravo 1, approach altitude, expect A left.
Yes, so the gear is up.
Let's... 444, I still show you direct the field at 3000. You need to get revectored or something?
No, I do have the field in sight. I am getting set up for a right base into runway 21 right.
Roger, I show you currently set up for a right down, but that's no problem, I guess. Number 787 Lima Foxtrot, previously changed route.
Alright, I'm putting out all of my flaps.
Number 787 Lima Foxtrot, clock 0406. 454 Foxtrot Bravo, confirm me that at 3000, direct the field. Foxtrot Bravo, Roger, you get the field inside?
Oh, he told me right base. Oh my god, I did not. I did not.
7 Lima Foxtrot, radar contact, port to the south of the Peachtree Airport, cleared into the Atlantic Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR out of below 3,500 and fly heading 210.
He said right base, and I just totally panicked. Freaked out.
545 Foxtrot Bravo, clear to visual approach, only 2 left, clear to land.
Alright, I think I need a little bit more power. So if you guys want to do the predict, pound predict and your negative number, hopefully not a positive number, and whoever wins gets 50 loyalty points from Streamlabs.
Hello, 737, welcome to Peachtree, prompt 2 on ride, Alpha Bravo in, good day. 737, not disregard, hold short 2 on ride.
Ooh, that felt hard. That felt like a hard one. Alright, flaps are up. Oh, 119, that's not terrible. Enon with the 201.
5 o'clock, 444, right turn off, Alpha Bravo in, good day.
Right turn Alpha Bravo. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, Bull 737, 2 on right, you can cross at Alpha Bravo in, good day.
Okay, so let's see here. That was a little. That landing wasn't. No, that approach wasn't so great. Where is VPilot? Is there ground? There's no ground. There's no tower.
Bravo Golf, contact tower.
Where is tower?
240 Sierra Bravo. Flight President heading, descend and maintain 5,000 at Sector Stefano.
Who am I talking to? 12697. 126. I forgot who I was talking to. Is it approach? Not on here.
At a 534 land at departure radar contact. Climb and maintain 14,000. Clear direct Palmer.
Oh, this is interesting. This is COM 12697. I don't see it.
Bravo Golf, you're still with approach. Contact tower 119.1.
Okay, so approach. Land approach, Pilot Club 444, cleared runway.
444, roger, Alpha Bravo in.
Okay, Alpha Bravo in, Pilot Club 444. Okay, that's what it was saying. I got a low fuel. Please. Hard to see. I'm probably wrong than it seems. Now you were close. I think you won. Give me a minute after I land, and I will add the points to you. Alpha Bravo. Dagnammit. I need to look at. So Alpha and then Bravo. So I need to hang out over here. Ooh, I think I'm coming in too fast.
The 3410 Whiskey, land approach, clock 2765, say request.
We're gonna play chicken with this truck real quick. Show them that we mean business.
240 Sierra Bravo, descend and maintain 3,000.
What? Oh, he clipped my wing.
Total 534, Atlanta Center, 132.907.
Alright, we're gonna park next to the fuel. And Bob is your uncle.
140 Whiskey, radar contact 5 miles to the east of Peachtree
so
Airport, cleared into the Atlanta class.
we've learned our lesson. Keep the RPM at 1,000 so that you have enough battery. There we go. Okay. Now, Enon. Let me see if I can do this properly. So I should be able to. I'm looking at the commands. Default. I'm looking at the default. I should have the ability to add points. Yes, it is add points. Let's try it. Nope, that's not the right symbol. Oh my gosh, do it right. Add, nope, lowercase, add points. Enon, and give you 50 points. Let's see if it works. Boom! Alright, good deal. So we're gonna see display the amount of currency top. So we're gonna look at top. Aye! So we have the option of doing top, which I think, I mean, I'll see if I can erase myself in Streamlabs, because that doesn't count. So Willie's on the list. Willie made top 10. Another, I don't know these people. I don't know who these people are. Command Root. Who is Command Root? Commander Root. Alright. Alright, so I want to try and do something with that leaderboard there from Streamlabs. I mean, oh, the Streamlabs. Those are Twitch bot viewers. Oh, I see. I'll need to take. I'll need to take away their points. Alright, I'm going to turn off my master avionics. Oh, I can still hear him. Uh-oh. Let me disconnect from VATSIM because I don't need to talk to him anymore. I want to talk to you guys. Commander Root is in everyone's stream. Ah, good to know. Let me turn on back my avionics since he's off. Gotcha. Well, all right. Yeah. So tonight's flight was a joint effort between GA Tuesday from the Pilot Club and Discovery Flight from the Pilot Club. We did an IFR flight. Apparently, I got a visual landing. I probably could have requested an IFR landing, but I'm so comfortable with visual landings. Not that I'm great at it. As you can see, that approach was real choppy. I was already 3,000 feet. I had to drop 2,000 feet just to get in there properly. But I was able to make it. Yeah. So we did we did an IFR flight. We did 2 legs from. We started at TYS, which is I don't remember. Don't remember the name. Hold on. I remember this. I've got this flight plan here. And Knoxville. Yeah, it was Knoxville. So the first we took off from McGee, which is actually, it's funny because a couple different places Mac and Gee is separate, and then on Wikipedia I think it was together. So we took off from McGee, did a full stop at Lavelle, and then we took off from Lavelle and came to DeKalb Peachtree. I did not get any of these, even though I didn't get any of these scenery, and I actually do want to. I'll get around to it. Alright, gang. So, if you don't mind, I would love for us to raid somebody. So, let me take a look and see who are my friends. Who do I know? So we've got... Hey, stop that. We've got Sim Caesar, we've got Stefan. We've got Rat Hole. So, and then we've got Andrew. So let's go with Sim Caesar. I'm trying to get on that guy's radar. This is like what's the word here? This is like social. This is like politics a little bit. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So I am Tabletop Android. I recently, right, networking, yes. I recently changed my streaming schedule because I was doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I was getting tired. So I am going to do it Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday I'm going to try and do stuff with the kids and do some stuff, some real estate investment stuff. But Tuesday and Wednesday at, I think it's, so the time has gone back. It was 0:30, so I think it's 23:30 Zulu. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow I will not be streaming. I'll be out. I have a previous engagement, but outside of that, things should be back to normal. Okay? Appreciate you guys hanging. Sergeant Tickle Fight, Chalks1, appreciate the follow. Willie with the raid, Enon with the conversation, everybody with the conversation. I'm gonna send you guys over to Sim Caesar. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Oh wait, do any of you guys? I need to figure this out. Enon, do you stream? No, cause you rated with you rated with Willie. You do? Sweet. All right. So, look, I'm still kind of new to this. So I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Edon. Oh, did I do it right? Is it SO? Let's try it again. There it is, kind of. Oh, it's not the official over at Twitch. Give them a follow. There we go. All right. You did? You started recently? Neat. All right. I gotta put you on my schedule. On my. You know what? I don't even think I'm following you. I'm gonna need to follow you. I'm gonna need to rectify that as soon as I throw you guys on over to Sim Caesar.
Yo, see who's just there.
Let me see your raid channel. We got Sim Caesar in the house. So you guys enjoy your evening, and I'll see you back here. All right? How does that work? Peace out.
eat calories. I don't want it to. I want it to be something good. Tabletop